Donation here from Burrito Muerte that says, $5 hype train. Ooh, look at that. I prepped something just for this. Howdy, I'm a chuckster. You better be careful when speaking to powerful piantas. Some will chuck you straight up, but most chuck you backward. When it comes to tossing folk, I'm a chuckster, and I'm gonna chuck you right into this next run. This is Super Mario Sunshine 120 Shines on Wii, being run by SB Runs. Let's go!
All right.
Yeah.
This is Sunshine. Welcome to this run. We have been waiting to do this. Trey was the last person to showcase this run, and we're really excited to be here again.
Yeah, it should be sick.
Anything you want to say before you start, or do you want to just get started?
I think we could just get started.
Right in there. Got a couple cutscenes to wait for anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of time to explain stuff.
All right, so how about we do a countdown from 5? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, 120 shines. So in Super Mario Sunshine, there is 96 physical shines to collect, and the other 24 we're gonna get from 240 blue coins all across every level. So it's gonna be fun routing, trying to pick the best places to pick blue coins while we do the levels, and then we're also gonna see everything there is to see in this game. It'll be very exciting.
I'm just taking the memory card out here.
Memory card's very important for
Don't want to save. Takes too much time.
We'll see it again, actually, way later, after when we get to Corona Blues, but we'll talk about that later. What is the story? What is Shadow Mario?
Who is that? We don't know who that is yet.
Yeah, there's a lot to explain. A lot of stuff has changed. So Trey last did his run. He got a sub 3 right after he did his last GDQ run. And this category has gone down by 7 minutes since then. So a lot has changed. A lot of routing has changed. A lot of new tricks have been added. So we're going to try to show those to you as we go.
All right, starting airstrip movement. All right, another cutscene. Let's go.
Another 2 minutes.
Certified fresh cutscenes.
Power up complete.
So Flood's gonna explain the controls. It's probably a good time to read more donations, right?
Well, if there's ever a better time, here is $120 from Spud that says, had to donate during the Super Mario Sunshine run. This was my favorite Mario game growing up. $1 for every shine to be collected this run. I will also be donating $10 for every extra cycle on King Boo and for every extra fruit for Yoshi. Go save Mama Peach. Donation goes to Reader's Choice.
Wow.
Wow. That is a very generous donation. And promise of more.
I guess we're rooting for bad RNG then.
Marathon luck. If we have time for another one here.
Yep.
Go for it.
Absolutely. Then here is $100 from Ak Rosa that says, been watching for years and finally in a stable enough place to give back. Thank you to everyone for the years of content, and let's go fast. Thank you for that $100 donation. Every donation counts, so I'm glad you're in a better place to be able to give back to such a great cause, my friend. Here's another $100 from Evan that says, shine, get! A little bit early, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. Actually, speaking of audience, we trained for this last night for Mario Odyssey with the Moons. I expect great rhythmic clapping for the shines. Can we do that? Yeah! I believe in you all.
Now, this is the first of 5 of this exact same boss that they decided to put right at the beginning of the game.
This one being the easiest because he will not flinch while his mouth is closed. So you can just keep spraying and you're good.
Yeah, Nintendo really likes counting to 3 for their boss fights, so. In some cases, 6.
All right. So our first of many shines.
Cool cat. Perfect.
You got plenty of shines to practice with.
All right,
More lore.
You liked 2-minute long cutscenes, now for 3 minutes of cutscenes, and then we'll be good.
We're getting lore, guys. It's fun.
Mario's in jail.
It's edutainment.
Court is now in session.
Oh yeah, how much of the dialogue do you know?
I forgot a lot of it.
I probably could even recite this because I've heard it so many times. But fun fact, the dialogue on the Japanese version of the game is slightly different. It had to get re-recorded for NTSCU and PAL because they said shrine sprites instead of shine sprites.
Yeah, they mispronounced the main collectible in the game. This is actually like different, for us as speedrunners, we've been skipping these cutscenes using a special file that we do for RTA speedrunners just to speed things up. It's not actually possible in the game, but we use a special file to allow us to do attempts faster. And so for a lot of people, watching these cutscenes is actually a special thing now because we're used to just getting right into the action.
We always do the new file for races, so it's always fun to watch it while we're all racing each other.
Here comes the objection.
He said Among Us.
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island until Isle
Oh, we're going to clean the entire island. It is 100%, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
All right, that was the fun one. This is more just fun explanations. Probably could do a couple more donations for this one.
We've already got a lot coming in here, and I'm going to have to get to this one before it gets too late to be relevant. $100 here from Hawkeye Real that says, technical difficulties, nobody panic, nobody panic. Ah! This one goes towards us getting tilted and tumbled with no warps. That's right, that's one of our current challenges. $5,007 out of the $10,000 needed to get Kirby Tilt and Tumble upgraded to warpless. Let's keep putting some money towards that. We're already halfway there. I believe in us. That one's open really early because y'all are doing so wonderfully. We have to keep opening these early. We're doing so wonderfully already. Give yourselves a hand for that. Alrighty, here's $25 from Sega Star that says, good luck, SB, watching from up front. I will forever love the SMS community. Who is this up front? Can I see a hand? Let's go! Thank you for that! $100 here from Kana that says, Super Mario Sunshine done by Average Trey was the first run I ever watched at a GDQ. SB Runs is going to kill it. It's an amazing run with some great tech.
To get rid of all that.
All right, about to start heading into gameplay.
Finally.
About 6 minutes and 40 seconds in. I think that's the number.
Hey.
All right, like seeing that plan, we're going to see it once again.
And right off the bat, don't know if this movement was done in 2018, but saves a couple seconds
I
going
believe it
over the roof
was.
there. Yeah.
So right off the bat, we're going to start, as we're defeating this plan, we're going to head off immediately to our first blue coin in this cell right behind us.
And this one known for not losing any time because you get it while you're waiting for this cutscene to start.
You actually want to slow down slightly there so the cutscene starts before you get the blue coin. You can skip that text box. There's a couple blue coin text box skips that are scattered throughout the run that we try to go for when we're able. So that first blue coin, getting that is pretty nice because it's very out of the way to get in almost any other situation.
Yeah, otherwise you spend like at least 10 seconds trying to get it. It's really annoying too because you have to like go in and then go back out and the camera's all messed up.
So here's our first Shadow Mario encounter. We're going to have to be doing battle with him a few times during the run. So basically what we're going to try and do is spray him down as fast as possible.
Perfect.
Nice.
That was very nice.
That was great. Yeah, lately, a lot of these, we call them insta-kills. A lot of these Shadow Mario fights have been shortened drastically by instantly spraying him with the spam spray, which is done by pressing R and A together. And if you can often roll out or slide and then spam spray into him, you can kill him instantly. He doesn't even get to walk at all.
Okay, so we're picking up these two linked X's over here. Before, though, on a prior route, we would get two sewer coins going out of bounds and getting them. We've moved those to later in the run, getting a Delfino Shine. We'll explain that when we get there. Those two linked X's, it's good getting those now because the only other really good time to get that one linked X on the back is going to Rico to Bianco, and we will not be doing that movement during this run. So go ahead.
Sorry. So immediately we're actually going to be doing things a little out of order. So this is one of the few episodes that we're going to be skipping Bianco 1 and doing Bianco 2 first.
So a big part of the route for longer categories like this is to unlock Corona pretty much as soon as we can, because when there's stuff going on in Delfino Plaza, it'll play a 3-second cutscene, and those add up very quickly over the course of the run. So once you unlock Corona, all those event cutscenes are going to disappear forever. So we're going to try and beat all the Shadow Mars as fast as we can. So once you beat episode 7 in every level, you unlock Corona Mountain.
Yeah, those event cutscenes definitely add up. This is our first PD fight.
I love Peter.
As long as he doesn't head swing,
Yeah.
then we like him.
So this is practice for Bianco 5.
See, this game loves recycling bosses, so this isn't going to be the last time we see him.
Yep. Something to mention is the first half of this run will be fairly similar to an any % run because, like Miles said, we're trying to get all the episode 7 shines beat as quickly as possible so that we can get rid of our event cutscenes. So a lot of the extra stuff that you would expect to see from 120 shines run is going to be in the second half, which is going to be way more eventful. The first half, it's going to be mainly a 90% route, but with a few little things added in, like some blue coins.
Yeah, there's a couple extra shines added in too, just because it works better that way, slightly faster. But yeah, pretty much we're starting with any % shines.
I sprang into the camera.
Here we go.
Perfect.
Okay, we're about to head into our first secret of the run, first of many. So everyone probably remembers those fun secrets where you go in, lose flood, and get to hear the fun acapella music.
Yeah, the Super Mario Bros. Theme is a fan favorite. Especially
So-
with dues.
Do you use the new fast, or not the new, it's not new anymore, but do you use the fast movement here, the faster movement in the secret?
Oh, no.
Okay, fair enough.
It only saves a third of a second.
Yeah.
It looks really cool, but
Only for people who have a death wish at the beginning of the run. Want to reset more.
yeah, the wall kick off that pole is a lot trickier than it looks because you have to be
Yeah.
on a certain side of it because otherwise Mario will just immediately unclip from the wall.
Hitboxes in this game are surprisingly weird. Well, maybe not surprisingly.
It's not a 3D Mario game without some craziness in it. So
Every sign hitbox is a cylinder instead of the actual sign.
it's also way bigger than it looks. All right. First secret shine, very straightforward. So now that we have 3 shines, that unlocks the plant for Rico Harbor. So for the last 2 plants for Delfino Plaza, we're going to be trying to get other stuff done at the same time as we're doing the plants. So we're doing a trick here called Travel Skip, where we're going to enter Bianco around, at the same time as defeating the plant. So both cutscenes play at the same time, and then you enter Bianco. And that saves the time from traveling from Rico back to Bianco.
Yeah, that's why it's called travel skip. You don't actually skip the cutscene, but you skip the time that you need to travel back. Something that makes this harder than it is in any % is you have to get this blue coin while you're fighting the plant. Which makes the movement a little bit more tricky.
At
Didn't
least
miss a cycle there, so.
I was going to say, at least they made the plant boss harder by increasing the number of required hits to 6 instead of 3.
Yeah, that makes it so much harder.
It's such a fresh experience.
It's almost like a completely different boss. Check this out. There's the camera.
So very similar to its predecessor, Super Mario Sunshine has a lot of 8 red coin shines. This is going to be the first one that we do.
Unlike Super Mario 64, they don't count as 2 coins. I think it's 2, right?
That would be kind of broken for hundreds.
Imagine if blue coins were still 5.
That would be really interesting, actually.
Bianco 4 here has some of the most technical movement in the game.
Yeah, the movement here is really cool.
Putting extra pressure on me.
No pressure.
I think one thing that hasn't been mentioned yet is that, again, comparing to Mario 64, They added a spin jump, even though they took away the long jump, which is a little disappointing. But they replaced it with the spin that you're going to see a lot during this run. You can do a lot with spins.
Yes, spin jumping is pretty much the most important tech in this game, probably, because it just has so many useful applications.
There's so much you can do that isn't even necessarily, you wouldn't have done a spin jump in that situation, but instead, waiting for the clap. But instead, it actually helps. Like something that was found fairly recently, a couple of years ago, was the Beyblade. And the Beyblade is a movement tech that we'll see later on, but it helps as an actual stabilizing force for if you mess something up and you need to do a very precise jump, you can do a Beyblade and press A and you don't have to time it as precisely. So spin jumps can help in a lot of ways.
All right, so now for a recycled PD battle, except now he's going to be flying all across the village.
RNG time.
At least since we're doing category with blue coins in it, we're going to take advantage of all that waiting to go get some of the blue coins around the village.
Yeah, this is one of the more varied shines for 120 because depending on the RNG, you get completely different coins, and then you have to save them for later, and then remember 2.5 hours later, or however long it is, 2 hours later, that, oh, I have to get the coin that I missed all the way back at the beginning.
Yeah, by the way, Hover Nozzle is really strong for getting linked pairs like that, or M's.
You could just spray them instantly.
So has the number of blue coins gone up over the time that this routing has changed and stuff? Or?
The number of blue coins in the game has not.
No, in that you're going to be collecting in Bianco 5.
Oh, in Bianco 5. I don't think so. SB, do you know?
I mean, we used to only get like 12, but now I try to get 14 at least.
That's a lot. Yeah, so while PD's...
Well, not like in the level, but total.
Sure, yeah. While PD's messing around, waking up, and then flying, we're just collecting all these coins. But you have to keep an eye on him because he could stop anywhere.
The toughest part is actually just keeping an eye on where PD goes.
It takes a lot of practice.
It's like one of the most tricky things about trying to do this level.
Yeah, normally in 90%, this is just a sleeper level. You kind of just do it, and you just wait, with a lot of waiting. It's actually the longest shine at 90%. Yeah, so if you need us to help you remember which ones you need to get later, feel free to tell us.
Pretty decent pattern, actually.
Yeah, that's the second best, right? It's the budget second best.
Yeah.
It was the right place for second best for the second and third hit, but the first hit was slightly different. Still pretty good.
All right, so after this, I will have 14 coins, which is pretty good.
So the only coin we left was the one on the balcony by like the beginning of the village, where the rocket nozzle is.
The alcove, right?
Did I say before?
Or the... Which one is it, SB? Which one did you miss?
Yeah, the balcony by the rocket nozzle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're already going to be heading out of Bianco for the same reason as you'll see this event cutscene that starts playing. Gelato's unlocked. We want to get rid of that event cutscene, so we're going to head over there now. And like Miles said, we want to do something while we're getting that plant killed because that's time we could be using. So
Fairly recent, at least this wasn't done on the last AGDQ in 2018, I'm pretty sure. We're going to be collecting the beach shine while doing this plant. And it's also kind of risky because if you do it too slowly, you risk soft locking the game.
yeah, certain...
But it's going to look kind of weird when we're getting it, because it's, again, going to play two cutscenes at the same time.
Yeah, this game likes to order cutscenes, so if you try to trigger multiple, it'll either play them at the same time or do them one after another. But sometimes, especially with shine sprites, if you try to do something at the same time, it'll crash the game. And this is a place where it can happen.
So we're going to position ourselves right here and spray at a very specific angle, and it'll barely hit the plant. That should be good.
It's so far away that you can barely reach it. There he goes.
Yeah, that shouldn't soft lock.
Yeah, it should be good. Yeah.
That was a little scary for a second.
I think you had plenty of time. All right, now we're going to head off to Gelato Beach. Pretty much one of the most important tricks in this game is Gelato Beach Skip, where we're going to collect the Episode 8 shine in Episode 1.
Delano Beach, surprisingly, well, maybe not surprisingly, but one of the most important tricks in terms of the popularity of the game, because for a long time it was seen as a lesser competitor to Mario 64 in terms of how good it was for speedrunning. But this trick improved, especially any %, but also just in general. It made people realize that this game has the potential for a lot more tricks than people thought before. So it made it much more popular.
All right, so we need 2 coconuts here because we have to throw one in the blender and then use one for the actual skip.
Yeah, one in the blender gives you a blue coin.
One thing I really like about GBS is just the number of ways that people have figured out how to do it. Because
Yeah, there's a lot of different methods of doing it.
It started with running in front of the coconut, and then you can throw the coconut on the roof and then walk up there. Let's go.
That was
nice.
dicey. That was looking dicey, but
Yeah, that was
that worked.
good.
There we go. So this trick immediately unlocks every single episode in Gelato Beach. So we're just going to go ahead and do episode 7 to get Shadow Mario, and we're going to come back to it way, way later and do the whole rest of the world in one shot. So this helps save a bunch of event cutscenes so we can get to Corona faster.
So I believe this was mentioned earlier, but every episode 7, we gotta duke it out with Shadow Mario here. Just like the encounter in Delfino, we're just gonna try and spray him down as soon as possible.
And while we're waiting for that, while we're waiting for that shine, we're gonna grab this blue coin. You can also do that during hundreds with Yoshi,
Nice.
or in hidden if you're doing a beginner route, because the hundreds route for Gelato is actually pretty tricky. All right, so now we're gonna head over to Pianta Village. We're gonna go for this pretty flashy trick.
This is a fairly new trick.
Let's go,
Nice,
dude.
that was great.
Dude, that
That
was
deserves some
beautiful.
applause.
That one's really tough because you not only do you have to like work with that invisible wall, but you also have to slow yourself down after doing that spin jump because you're going so fast that you'll bonk into a wall. So you have to slow yourself down.
That movement is one of the things that if you told a Sunshine speedrunner 8 years ago that they'd be doing that, they would laugh at you. It's ridiculously hard, but now people do it in RTA.
All right, getting some chomplets into the water.
Doggy.
Standard any % shine.
We
So
have
the
to
path
cool the
that
brothers
they-
down.
The paths that these guys can take are actually random.
We did get
So
the
we did
best
get
pattern
the-
here.
This is pretty good.
Uh-oh.
Little
He
awkward.
aggroed me, so I have to back this up.
Good
Nicely
backup,
done.
though. All right. So a pause there actually spawns that shine early, so that's why he paused.
Sometimes you wonder how people even figured that out.
Okay, so next level is our first Piantissimo race. So, I mean, for any %, it's basically an auto-scroller. You can just run around, have fun, as long as you make it within the allotted time, which is about 28 seconds. For this, instead, since we need to get some blue coins, we're going to route them in along the way.
Yep, just like with anything else, compared to any %, this has a lot more going on.
We do get a good chunk of the blue coins in Pianta on the first round through.
He's the fastest man in the West.
All right, this is probably a good shine for donations.
There's a lot of love coming in here. It's going to be fun to keep up with them. Like this $10 from Amy Roser that says, had to make my first donation during my favorite video game of all time, Super Mario Sunshine. Thanks to SB Runs, chat will be able to say shine, get, not 1, not 2, but 120 times. Also, come on, y'all. Let's get to that 1 million. Next up, we have, I'm going to need your help here, audience, at the end of this attempt at music. $100 from Craig Allenson that says, gotta shine? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Thank you. And $500 here from Underwood that says, good luck to SB Runs and, thank you, lots of love for everyone. $500, thank you so much.
Let's go.
Right, so going into Pianta 3, Goopy Inferno. pretty infamous level for, I remember it being very challenging casually at
Being
least.
impossible to figure out, yeah.
But there's a ton of ways to actually get through here, even like not even doing speedrun strats.
I'll be showing off the pro movement and strat here
Oh, this strat looks crazy
Oh,
too.
great.
if I don't mess it up.
Down intrusion gives you some invincibility frames, and you can just skip right across.
No, that's okay.
It's always good to go for it.
Yeah.
Not the worst mistake in the world.
Yeah, thankfully when you fall off there, you can get right back to safety. But here's another place we diverge from 80%. We gotta collect some blue coins.
And yeah, there's a bunch of blue coins here that are only in episode 3, so we have to grab them here. I believe that M on the ground in this Pianta on fire is only in episode 3.
Yes, that is true.
So you can do like a running spam spray to try and clean the Pianta faster. It's very tricky. It's very easy to just backflip by accident. All right, spam spray from the side to get this M. You can do a ground pound spam spray. It's very timing reliant. Pretty tough to do.
You have to wonder who would think to spray the moon to get a blue coin, but that's what you have to do.
There's so many blue coins in this game. They're just so unbelievably cryptic.
Yeah, gotta use the Prima official strategy guide, I guess.
I actually had one of those as a kid. And I lost it before I could get all of the blue coins. Eventually I got them though.
Yeah, thankfully the internet was around when I first played the game, and I just had to look it up.
I don't even know how you could do it without looking it up.
I had the Nintendo Power official strategy guide.
That's a Chad moment.
That had some cool stuff in it. Like Serena 1/100s.
That is
So the guy I had that one too.
that is a
Nope.
crazy thing to be telling people to do. Do Serena 1/100. That is so hard. Anyway, so this is another RNG level, but the differences aren't as big as in some of the other ones.
So yeah, this chain chomp can be pointing in one of 3 different directions. So this is actually the slowest one. We're still gonna rat around for blue coins though.
Can't forget them.
Even cool rollout on a slope surface gives you extra running speed, which is actually really cool.
Nice.
Nice
Trick
on
of the
the
waterfall.
That one's really tricky because
Just like anything else, hitboxes in this game. The hitbox in that waterfall is weird. Chain skip.
Let's
Nice.
go.
very clean Pianta 4.
Coming up after this, we have Pianta 5, which is a bigger RNG level.
Probably one of the biggest ones. Or at least it's very binary.
Yeah, you either get it or you don't. But runners have gotten a lot better at getting to early cycle and getting the chance to do it, because the last Pianta, as many of you probably know, walks around in a circle around, or a rectangle around this platform. And if he's on one side, you can get it. If he's on the other, you can't. The faster you can get there, the more likely you'll be able to get the cycle. So runners have worked a lot on improving very minute parts of the movement here in order to get more chances at getting early cycle. So we'll see if he gets it here.
But another trick we're about to do is Yoshi skip. Normally to get to this secret, you need Yoshi to spray the, what we would call mac and cheese. But luckily this tree is not actually that solid, and neither is this platform under it, so we can just get in there.
That was really good.
All right, I'm a chuckster time.
He is a truckster.
You do be a chuckster now. Even the little guy.
He packs a punch.
I may be little, but I never give up. That's the title.
I don't trust the big guy over there. He throws you so far, it's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Close, but not worth going for.
So there are 3 locations along the way that he can stop. Hopefully he just keeps on going.
There is some surprising complexity to the way it decides whether or not these Piantas should stop. It has to do with a timer that they automatically choose a random number for. And if you bounce on them like he's doing here, it resets the timer. So it just makes it impossible for them to actually stop there, which is interesting, to say the least.
So we're gonna force a reverse throw by spamming the Y button along with the A button.
And that also gets you to go a little farther, I think, as well. All right, going into Pianta 6. This one has a lot of blue coins in it because every single adult Pianta that you spray off will give you a blue coin when you talk to them. So rather than doing what the any percent run normally does, you're going to actually be talking to these Piantas. Some of them earlier, some of them later, and then the blue coins get routed in a weird order. You'll see how it works. It's interesting. You don't get each one immediately as you talk to the Pianta. It's very surprisingly detailed routing.
This one is mostly known from SMSers as like one of the most popular ILs to do, just because it's very cool, just like with all the flood movement you can do.
Yeah, Average Trey even did a whole history video on this one, so that's definitely a recommendation, good recommendation.
So this blue coin we're going to come back
So, yeah,
for.
exactly. You can watch. Some of them you'll collect instantly, some of them he will come back for.
We're not going to talk to the kids because they're broken, don't carry any money.
Kids don't have a job yet, unfortunately. It's not their fault.
Says a lot about society.
So this is one of the blue coins we used to leave out. However, we changed the route very slightly, and we're only going to do one of the linked triangles right now. So we used to do both of them, and then we'd come back for that Pianta. But the route's been slightly changed, and this linked triangle over here has been moved to Pianta 8.
Also, spraying, releasing these Piantas from their goop before actually cleaning them off is actually saving some time because they take a little while before they're unsprayable for a couple seconds after you release them. So that's why you try to do these things like spraying some of them off while you're waiting for one to get out of the goop. So, like I said, every second has been squeezed out of this level.
Yeah, it's very crazy how it's just like, this level's been optimized. All right, it's going to go for
you can skip a text box here. Yeah.
by trying to grab both of them.
Nice.
It worked. They were pretty far apart, but that worked. And we're going to go for another one right after on this one because this blue coin drops basically right where the shine is going to be.
Yeah, that's a very, very... That doesn't happen very often. They have to have put the shine and the blue coin in the same spot, and then you have to be able to grab it at the same time. So this is one of, I think, 2 that you can do in this run. The other's in gelato.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there's 2.
So that's against a text box. So very, fraction of a second, but it counts.
All right. Pianta Village, Shadow Mario. We're going to go for the insta-kill strat here.
Oh, yeah.
Looks cool if you get it.
This one also has got to do something while you're waiting. Shadow Mario dies, but you have to wait for the shine to go all the way up and then all the way back down. And it's not grabbable until it gets all the way back down. So got to grab a blue coin while we wait.
So we're going to take the liberty of climbing a tree and grabbing a blue coin that's way out of the way. So this is just like the perfect time to get it.
Oh,
Not quite.
got the backup.
Thankfully, this one's easy to back up. Yeah. Time to go away and get a blue coin while we wait for that shine.
Yeah, so taking advantage of rolling out on a slope, get that extra running speed.
That is a very scary area to be because you die if you fall off that. I died twice trying to do that.
I've died so many times doing that shine.
All right, so we're leaving Pianta now.
We got a really cool skip coming up, I think.
Yep.
We're doing honey skip now? Yeah.
Yeah, so very odd looking trick, but basically what we're trying to do is die at the same time as triggering the pinna cutscene, and it'll basically trigger both at the same time, but the death will take priority over and skip the cutscene.
Yeah,
we're also going to grab that blue coin.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
You can get stuck in there.
Use the texture to set this up. Oh no, death, but...
F.
Moment of truth.
This is so sad.
And we got it.
We got it. So normally you see the cutscene there of Bowser Jr. on the little Bowser-shaped like submarine, making fun of you, sticking out his tongue, and then driving away. But
Wait,
we
don't know he's Bowser Jr. yet.
Oh yeah, we do not know that. Sorry, lore.
Spoiler alert.
Lore
We have to
spoiled.
get to the lore first. Which we will be skipping.
Well, we'll also be skipping this shine specifically has 3 cutscenes in it that are all lore, but we're skipping all 3 of them. This is another thing that made this game surprisingly good to speedrun. Some of the longest cutscenes can be skipped, which is great.
Yeah, these ones are really long, and if you exit area as you enter the cutscene, it skips them. And for some reason, this is the only level where that works. Any other cutscene just takes you back to the title screen if you do that.
Yeah, if you tried to skip, let's say, the PD cutscene at the very beginning of the game where PD gets mad at you and then you fall down the roof, if you exit area and go into that cutscene, you just get put to the title screen.
It's just so nice that that happens to work because that's like 4 minutes of cutscene.
Yeah, it would be a very different game. This speedrun would be annoying.
Setting up 4 hits on Mecha.
We could probably throw it to donations here. There's not much going on for the next minute or two.
Yeah, go for it.
Alrighty, well, here's
Perfect fight.
$50 from Average Trey. Says,
Let's go.
says, hey, SB, nice run of best category you've got there. Allow me to share my old boy knowledge. There's a blue coin over there.
Thank you.
120 is the best category.
You might have forgotten otherwise, so that's good.
Trying to roll out on water is so annoying. Because like if you lose all your speed, you do that weird like flip back up instead of rolling out. All right, Pinna 2 or Bullet Bill time.
Yeah, this is actually one piece of RNG that's only in 120 and not in 80%.
So scattered around in the beach, there's 6 blue coins hidden in baskets, and we need the bullet bills to blow them up. There are setups for, I believe, most of them. Some you want to get a purple for, but some you can set up with a regular bullet bill.
Yeah, so purple bullet bills follow you. Black bullet bills just shoot in your general direction. You can kind of manipulate the black bullet bills by moving immediately when you see them coming, and they'll kind of move towards you, but it's not that simple. It's not easy to manipulate.
There's one basket all the way in the back that we're gonna skip because you actually can do that later with Yoshi.
Yeah, you can clip through it, so we don't need to get it here.
That purple gonna live? Purple lived.
Ooh.
Yeah, this
I was
is
close.
This is a strat that can work.
The purple bullet bills are known to go in circles when you don't want them to, and then they crash into things.
So that one's really annoying to get without a purple. It is possible, but it's easier with a purple.
What?
Did not expect them to come from that direction.
Yeah, me neither.
The bullet bill direction in this game is very weird.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty decent, and now we're gonna go ahead and do mole skip.
Hardest trick in the game. Not really.
All right, we don't have to deal with throwing bombs at him.
That RNG seems pretty good, I think, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
solid.
that's pretty good.
It was only weird at the beginning, but it was still fine. All right, this is a fairly straightforward secret.
A lot of these secrets are cycle-based, so we gotta wait.
Okay. Right. All right.
What's
Now-
next? Pinna 3.
Actually, I believe it's Pinna 2 red.
Oh, it's Pinna 2 res? You're right, you're right.
This is one
This is
not
hard.
any percent shine that we actually do earlier.
You do it early, yeah. And
And-
this strat for this is pretty impressive.
So yeah, the movement for Pinna 2 reds now it's crazy. It's really cool to watch though.
Scroll back.
Here comes the pressure again.
Sorry.
So
Gotta hype it up though.
So we're gonna get to revisit every secret, because every secret has these red coin shines. I guess to kind of elaborate on that, every main level in this game has 3 bonus shines in addition to the 8 episodes. So 2 hidden shines and 1 100 coin shine. So this is gonna be one of Pinna's bonus shines.
That's pretty impressive to watch.
Doing a hover cancel there, which is actually pretty cool. Like hover nozzle has so many cool applications to it. Like even just like for doing like a tap there to cancel your vertical momentum.
Oh wow!
Just very subtle stuff. That was also perfect, by
that
the
was
way.
really good.
That was really good.
40.
Let's go.
That cycle is pretty tough to hit. All right, now back to your regularly scheduled any percent.
Pinna 3 is one of the, just like Bianca 4, one of the more technical shines in this game.
I actually find the 120 route for it, or blue coins in general route for it, a lot easier to go for.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But I believe you get both the shell and the M on this now, right?
I will attempt to do so.
Yeah, to get 2 blue coins before the ship cycle, you really do have to book it.
See what the water RNG has to say.
Yeah, the ships here are
Oh.
the ships here go back and forth, and their hitboxes are very weird. So you have to practice a lot to know what you're doing, where you can.
Oh
land
my
on-
goodness, we barely made that.
That's good.
Salvaged.
Easy.
Yeah, best time to get that blue coin all the way up in the air is just to get that, catch that ship cycle.
Everything is intricately routed around those ship cycles. So if you were to mess up a little bit, you'd have to waste a lot of time waiting.
Yeah,
for the
that's
cycle
at
to
least
come
15
around.
seconds lost. It's pretty not fog.
Yeah. Missing the M is okay, we can get that later. But it's much more important to hit that cycle to get that blue coin up in the air. All right, still clean pin of 3. All right.
Decent.
So I think pin of 4 is pretty infamously known as a not liked level for speedruns at least.
Specifically for speedrunners, because you have to ground pound all 4 of these turtles that are sleeping. And this actually unlocks Yoshi, which is interesting to think about. But regardless, these 5 turtles, if you were to just do them one by one, you'll ground pound them one by one, they'd each play a cutscene. But if you do them all right next to each other, all the cutscenes will play back to back, like we were saying earlier. And that will save you time from moving between each, from moving from one turtle to the other. So getting them all at once saves 10 seconds over even just getting them all in 2 cycles. So we call it 1 cycle.
And these guys all do not like to cooperate sometimes. It's like just like as one example, if you've taken damage and you're like in iframes, they just won't attack you. They just will stare at you. It's really annoying when that happens.
That was good.
All right, and you can hear the sound that it succeeded. Probably read like 1 or 2 donations, probably.
Alrighty, well, let's kick it off with this donation from PK that says, SB helped introduce me to Super Mario Sunshine and has continued to be an innovator of SMS and a positive influence within the community for years. Thank you for everything you have done for all of us. The Sunshine community is cheering you on every step of the way. That donation was for $250.
Wow.
Yo.
Oh,
Thanks so much.
And because it's relevant, $111.11 here from Anonymous that says, Shine Git!
Cool cat.
Big fan of Anonymous.
They're really generous.
okay. Pinna Park Episode 5, The Runaway Ferris Wheel. This is a shine that is actually skipped in any percent. Doing some crazy stuff with Yoshi and platforms. You can actually skip this level, but we need to get the shine, so we're going to go ahead and do it.
120 shines, not 119.
And the time it takes to do that skip also isn't really worth the event cutscene, so we go ahead and do this mission now. Oh, Beyblade shot off
that
the ship.
Beyblade.
That's really cool.
I was not expecting that. Yeah, that's the Beyblade we were talking about earlier.
So if you do a grounded spin, you can go like down slope and get the speed and carry that speed into a jump, and it looks really cool.
Yeah, you spin the control stick and press R while you're in hover mode, and Mario will spin around on the ground really fast, and it kind of looks like a Beyblade, so that's why it's named like that.
Okay, so while we're up here, we're gonna go ahead and grab these 2 linked O's. I do one more donation.
Oh boy, we're gonna see what kind of a reaction we get out of this one. This is $25 from an Onyx Mouse that says, as the donations come flooding in, let's not let the total hover around its current value, but rather rocket skyward at a turbo pace.
You got all 3 nozzles.
Or we're gonna see plenty of the rocket and turbo nozzle later. The fun part about those nozzles, you really don't see much of them in any percent, except for at the very end with the rocket nozzle. You'll see a lot of rocket and turbo stuff here, which is really cool. Rocket tech in this game is actually just crazy as well.
Yeah, it only ever gets more interesting as the years go by.
Straight Toadsworth.
Great show.
So,
I love the sounds Toadsworth makes in this game.
so is this where you're going to get all the blue coins, or you say that for 6 reds?
All but one.
What one?
Yeah. Depending on like, there's like a bunch of ways to do this in 6 reds on how you get all the blues in the park, but I've seen multiple ways of it being done. most important thing here is like checking what fruit Yoshi wants and dealing with the bluebird, which the bluebird can be very annoying.
So you can see Yoshi right in the corner here.
He wants pineapple, which is probably my least favorite to get here because scaring that bird away. But
Based on what Yoshi wants, you have to change your movement, and it's all while this coin has a timer on it right here. So.
actually,
I missed.
missed Yoshi.
Uh-oh.
And it goes flying. That's always
okay.
not really fun to miss, but
Yeah, it's the price to pay for going fast. Sometimes you miss it.
I might have actually bought us time to get the blue bird.
Yep, he's back.
All right, good. That blue bird can be so annoying sometimes.
That's something not a lot of people realize. It's really annoying to spray those bluebirds, but Yoshi can just eat them.
If Yoshi decides to aim at it.
True.
Because Yoshi just loves to eat air constantly.
Yummy.
All right, so good thing about pineapple is that Yoshi starts out as orange. You need orange Yoshi to get into the secret.
Yep. There's a Noki right next to the missing Yoshi on the Yoshi Garon that says, only,
Interesting.
only the orange Yoshi is missing. What does it mean, mister? And that's supposed to clue you in that you need Yoshi to be orange in order to get him.
A bunch of like the characters here like tip you off to some of the stuff. It's very subtle. It's actually kind of cool.
Characters have really funny dialogue in this game. It's a good reason to play the English version. But gotta go fast, so.
But yeah, you'll see that we're playing the Japanese version of the game. The Japanese version of the game actually loads Delfino Plaza about a half-second faster than all the other versions, and that adds up to a lot of time over the course of the run. It's most pronounced in longer categories like this one.
Yeah, 90% it only saves maybe 13 seconds, but in 120 it's way more.
The Japanese actually does have slightly longer text, I believe. The fastest text in this game is Italian.
It's actually Italian, yeah.
Oh.
First death of the run? Besides honey skip, I guess.
Didn't get a triple jump.
So you can get a triple jump off the...
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. These platforms are really annoying.
Like a lot of stuff, the hitboxes are weird.
Don't know what to do now.
Just gotta do casual mode.
I don't know if you can go on this one. Oh my lord.
Oh, no.
That's what happens with cycle-based levels. Once you get off the cycle, even if it's just one little block at the beginning, you have no idea where to go.
All right, third time's the charm.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh.
you have no lives.
Oh, no.
Wait, do you... Have you saved?
No.
Oh, So what are you gonna do about that?
Uh-oh.
Oh. That's not good. You'll probably start over, I guess. I don't know if you have a file.
Uh-oh.
This is so sad.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you know.
I wasn't paying attention to the life count.
Aw. I'm sorry. I mean, you can always start a new run, right?
Yeah.
We're here for you. Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. Hey, we move on. Show goes on. Here we go.
Like what?
I don't know if you know 79 or 96, they're out, but that might work.
What's this icky paint like goo? It's moving.
Now, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Well, hey, I have a ton of donations if you would like me to start reading some off. There's a lot of love coming in for this run regardless. Is that okay?
Go for it.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's start tackling these here. Let's start with Connor for $25 saying, long-time watcher, and finally I'm able to donate. Super Mario Sunshine is one of my all-time favorite games, and I'm glad to see it back at GDQ. Shine, get! Here's another $25. This one's from the Sound Defense. It says, already enjoying the movement and skill of the Sunshine Run. A question for the runners. If you have to collect all the shines anyway, what is the benefit of doing them out of order?
There's a lot to that. Well, you guys can take some of that, right? I mean, we already mentioned that episode 7 shines are important because once you get to Corona Mountain, all of the event cutscenes will stop. So that's an important part of doing them out of order.
Yeah, pretty much from there, everything opens up since you have all the levels available. A lot of stuff in Bianco where the order of shines is based on like what fruit you need for Yoshi. Stuff for like Gelato where you have to get the rocket and turbo nozzle for other shines that you want to get. For example, episode 4, the Sandbird.
If you press the R button all the way down, you can stop and shoot. You can then
Yeah, sure.
control stick to aim in any direction.
Yeah, so get as far as you can, and
To switch to the hover nozzle.
we'll get as far as you
You
can.
then press the R button to hover in the air for a short time.
So one thing I guess was really interesting, we were talking about collecting Shrines of Order. So Pin of Two Reds is a really interesting one because it is a lot to do with the Delfino cutscenes that are happening throughout the first half of the run. So if you noticed in between the portion where you unlock Pinna Park and up through Pinna 4, you actually get no cutscenes because the next cutscene to show up is, I believe, Yoshi, right?
Yeah, you get the Yoshi for Pinna 4.
So it's like, why not go back to Pinna 2 Reds, because you're going to save time scrolling through here because you don't have a cutscene.
Yeah, exactly. And pretty much the next cutscenes you're either looking out for are the Yoshi cutscene or the 20 Shines Noki unlock cutscene, which once you get 20 Shines, you have permanent event cutscenes until you unlock Corona. So it just happens to work out in the route.
Alrighty, team. You mind if I chime in here just to give everyone an update about what's happening? So the plan now is we're going to go to the current estimate, which again is 3 hours and 5 minutes. We're going to turn this into a challenge run to see just how far our runner can get in 3 hours and 5 minutes. How many shines can we collect? Can I get some hype from the audience
Yeah, of course.
in this challenge run? I'm seeing a lot of love in the Twitch chat as well. Everyone is rooting for you, SB.
Thank you.
Yeah, the show must go on. We'll be good.
Do we
Hey,
mind
we
if
get to
I-
watch the lore again.
Lore?
Court is now in session.
As you are no doubt aware, someone has been senselessly defacing fair Delfino Isle using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with
Okay, as much as I
polluting
don't
our
want to
beautiful
interrupt the
home.
lore, there's so
And
many
yes,
donations. I'd love to keep going.
Go for it.
Sure.
Alrighty, this first one here is $25 from Spying Owl that says, best of luck to SB Runs. Sunshine is one of my favorite speed runs. P.S. Where do I apply to become a Chuckster? And I think I've got some help for you here. This is $25 from 000AJ that says, I'm a Chuckster. You might want to go talk to them so you can get your application in.
sprites have vanished from the
Here is $100 from Seg Fault that says, love watching speedruns of Sunshine. Watching Gelato skip for the first time changed my life. Good luck, SB Runs.
Behold this sketch of the
$250 here from Nick Sticks. That is Delfino Plaza is hands down the best music in the Mario series, and it deserves all the donations. All of them. Any love in the audience for Delfino Plaza music?
Oh, yeah.
There was some volume to that one. Okay. It's a jam to you. Let's go.
Not be allowed to leave.
Here's $25 from Drake that says, every time I think I am done donating for the night, another awesome speedrunner shows up and gets me to drop some more cash for the wonderful folks at MSF. Get the shines, SB.
Mario, data
Hey, yeah, the more you donate, the more SB especially will feel better about this and we can get going. It'll be great.
Ooh, here's a fun one. $25 from D. We know Peach isn't his mom, but just where did Bowser Jr. come from? Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Took those words right out of my mouth. Exactly what I was going to say.
Here's $20 from Jay Carmona that says, time to shine. Well, I like this one. This is a $100 donation from M the Marvelous that says, a reminder to check if your employer will turbo boost your donation with a match. That is a fantastic way to get even more money raised for the cause. Double check with your employers. A lot will match donations to a good cause like MSF. Thank you for that reminder, my friend. $10 here from Sean that says, Super Mario Sunshine is one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm always happy whenever it pops up during GDQ. Good luck to SB, and stay cute, chat. $100 here from Retroverse that says, thank you to everyone involved with GDQ. That includes you, chat. Good luck on the run, SB Runs. $50 here from TNT that says, proud of you, SB. You put in serious work to get that 120-star world record. All castles when, smiley face.
All right, we're back in Delfino Plaza.
Shout out to the music.
Oh, yeah.
$101 here from Too Wicked that says, time to bask in the sunshine, but we won't be around long enough to get a good tan, will we?
That's actually an interesting thing about Delfino Plaza here. You notice that the whole lore is that the shine sprites are gone and it's dark here. And over the course of the game, the shine sprites, as they come back, the plaza slowly and slowly gets brighter and brighter. And that's a nice thing to, it's nice as you beat the game to feel the plaza coming back to life.
Yeah, I think it's 60 shines when the entire place is lit up, I think.
Yeah, and I think, I forget how many if you know SB, but you can also get sunglasses.
Yeah, that's at 30.
Yeah, it's at 30, yeah, so. There are some hidden objectives like that in the game that they don't really tell you about. Oh, see if you can get it again and get the insta-kill. This one is surprisingly easy, actually. Yeah.
Got it. Alright. Grabbing this Link Dex while we're waiting for Shadow Mario to take his sweet time over to us. That Pianta can get in the way so easily. Oh my god, it's so annoying.
I always found it really interesting how you can cue that cutscene from behind the wall.
Yeah, hitboxes are very weird in this game. I don't know if we even mentioned the RNG in this shrine.
Oh, the spider?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why it could just be anywhere and could be sometimes in just the most annoying location to be able to get up to the windmill.
Spider gives you a boost, and if it's not in the right spot, you have to spend a lot more time getting it to where you want it to be. And sometimes it can even disappear. And that kills runs, and it's really annoying.
Alright. It's in a pretty good location now. It's also fun when you spam spray and completely miss the spider too. And it just runs right through you.
Are you speaking from experience?
Absolutely. My aim is terrible.
Ever wondered why this guy has no eyes?
I know, and now I will.
Do you think Petey has echolocation like a bat or something?
Maybe.
And also just fun to just bringing this enemy in as a boss in a Mario game, and suddenly now it's just a well-known Mario character. Shows up for all the sports games.
Yeah, it's really funny because the Mario Toadstool Tour, right? It's so soon after Mario Sunshine they make him a playable character for golf.
Meanwhile, Shadow Mario is forgotten. Showed up in Toadstool Tour. Anything else though?
Not that I know of.
One thing that's great about the hacking community for this game has actually exploded a lot in the last few years. We started with a couple great hacks. It was about 4 years ago, and these days there's a hack called Super Mario Clips that is a big collaboration between a lot of Sunshine hackers, which is coming up, and they've been putting so much effort into it. So we're all really looking forward to that.
Bianca 3. Not too much to say here that we didn't already say, so I guess probably a couple more donations. Probably good.
Give me just one moment here, having a little bit of technical difficulties on my side. There's so much love pouring in that the computer crashed.
Spin jump there is so difficult.
Yeah, it's much easier to set up a side flip, but it is. The spin jump looks so cool. Anywhere where you can just implement spin jumps. Like it's just part of the many ways you can make this game look super flashy.
Yeah, I definitely would say that the spin jump is a quality replacement for the long jump. We don't really miss it in this game.
Okay, I have recovered the technology. Are we ready for some donations?
We're all ears.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna start off here with a $5 donation from Weasel598 that says, $5 dono train, sending hugs to SB Runs, bonus GDQ. Immediately after that, $5 from Kyle B that says, your perseverance is unmatched. $5 from SB Love that says, SB, we love you, let's keep on and do this run.
Yeah, of course. Come on.
$5 more here from Arfles that says, sadly I have to turn in for the night, but wanted to hop on the $5 train before I log off. GLHF, donation to commentator's choice. Another $5 here from Yukopo that says, let's get a $5 donation train. Get? This is $25 here from Exceedingly Average that says, this is for me and 4 others for the hype train. So glad to have live events back. Another $25 if the crowd yells back, hype, but they're like super confused. I'd say that's another $25 worthy. That sounded confused enough to me, and I blame me for that one. Here is $25 from Anonymous that says, support from the Kaizo community. Mario is Mario, GLHF, and kick butt. $100 here from Modest Tomato that says, much love to SB and all my homies in the SMS community. Love you all, less than 3. $10 here from Nitrous Prime. They're going to guide us a little bit here. Hey, let's give a round of applause to SB Runs. You guys are doing great. Let's show our support and keep donating.
Yeah.
$25 here from Chris that says, love the love for SB Runs tonight. Reminds me there's still good in the world and hope for our future. Y'all cling to that goodness in you. Thank you, audience. $25 here from Rock Bomber that says, you got this, SB. We believe in you. Okay. $20 here from Ellie Bronte that says, you got this, SB. Overwhelming support from the Twitch chat. You got this. $100 here from our lovely friend Anonymous that says, heart, 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 nothing but love for watching this run. $25 here from Avanek? Yeah, we're gonna roll with it. Sending love and hugs to SB Runs. Let's get those shines. $10 here from Koi that says, I've already donated once during the run, but I needed to donate again to tell SB that he's got this. Money goes to Runner's Choice. Shine get. Do you happen to know some of the bonus incentives and bid wars we have going on? Would you like me to tell you about some of the wonderful offers on display?
Of course.
Currently for challenges, we do have Kirby Tilt and Humble upgrade to Warpless, which is at $6,647 of $10,000. We also have Metal Gear Rising Revengeance Blade Wolf DLC Run. That is $3,825 of $25,000. And as always, we have the bonus game Sound Voltex Exceed Gear, which, wow, has made it up to $10,870 of the $200,000 we need. Do you have... I heard Sound Voltex hype! Do any of those sound like a great runner's choice to USB?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think it was Metal Gear, right?
I heard Metal Gear. Let's go into Metal Gear then. Here's another $5 from Trinity Thatcher that says, heck yeah, more sunshine. I've never played this game, but I've had a lot of fun watching it. Keep rocking and getting those shines.
Oh yeah, that's a great thing about this game. It's fun to play and watch.
I pretty much learned 120 just from watching tons of runs of this category. It's actually a very good way of learning the category too. Like, I'm just thinking about like how many blue coins that I learned just from watching the speed run.
Yeah, you get to see so many, like the blue coin routes that change here based on the RNG are, you get to see, if you see someone doing attempts, you get to see every possible route that you could do for the blue coin. It's really useful.
So now we're gonna get the balcony coin here we skipped last time. And I believe we're leaving the river coin now.
That depends on Peter.
Wow.
Oh, I think we're getting it.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a dicey pattern.
It's actually pretty good.
Is it? Okay.
Actually, I don't think I can get the river.
Does anybody remember like a rough estimate of like how many PD patterns there are?
It's like something like 740 around that amount.
775 or something like that? I don't know.
That
It's a very large number. It's always really astounding when I think about it.
Combinations add up very quickly.
Well, it was a bit of a weird pattern. I only got 13 coins. It works though.
But these we get later in Bianco. Hundreds or 8? I think it's hundreds.
Hundreds, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of, I think maybe, well, no, we got the balcony coin. Because that's in 6 reds now, I think, if you leave it. If you get the rocket.
Foreshadowing.
So many route variations now for beginners and higher level runners. Because you start going for some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, like this trick that you saw earlier, this getting the shine here. You do not want to do that as a beginner. And then that will change the route that you have to do. Because you have to move it somewhere else.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff on this shine is very precise. And again, if you do it too slowly, you risk off locking the game. So it's very much a race against time. Again, setting up in a very specific way to be able to hit the plant just barely and give us enough space to be able to get the shine quickly. Yeah, that should be good.
Such a weird looking cutscene. You can even mess up how the way Mario faces in the cutscene without even doing anything particularly hard. You just have to go into Y cam, which is first person over the shoulder cam, while you're in the air going towards the shine. And if you're in Y cam while Mario collects the shine, he'll face whatever direction he was facing instead of facing towards the camera, which is a very weird thing to do.
I'd like to chime in here real quick with 2 fantastic donations. The first one is $10 from Introspective Spy that says, let's make this Mario Sunshine Challenge more interesting. I will donate $10 for every shine SB is able to get before time runs out. I also have another one along this line that's from Fezzo, $25 that says no pressure, but I will donate $1 for every shine you get in this challenge run. Did I just see we're already at 6 again? Because that's already an extra $60 from Introspective Spy and another $6 from Fezzo.
Wow.
And we have plenty of time left. There's another 2 hours of shines to get. That's a lot of donations that are going to be coming in. Thank you for your generosity.
Yeah, if anything, this will cause the donations to go up more. And that's what we're here for.
A little backflip strat there.
Interesting thing about Gelato Beach Skip is here, you have to keep your angle straight forward and back. And so you have to control your movement very carefully.
I just want to say I appreciate all the love.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We all love you.
There's so much love in these donations. I'm going to struggle to get to all of them, even if I keep interrupting you.
Keep going.
Alrighty, here's $5 from Monster Painter that says $5 hype train. Let's go, audience. $5 here from Emertzi that says $5 love train. Love? I'll take it. Here's $100 from Ace Barredo that says, SB, just wanted to say chat is rooting for you and has nothing but love and support for you. Heart, can we get some hype from the audience? Y'all are doing half my job. I appreciate it. $50 here from Hat that says, rushed home to see the Sunshine Run. Always excited to see it run here at GDQ, and SB is such an amazing runner. Keep it up, SB. $10 here from Now You Know Me. Took me a moment for that pun, thank you. Loving this run, SB Runs is killing it, and the audience participation is fantastic. Shine on, SGDQ.
Oh no! Okay, we made it on this time. So
Shows you just how hard that movement is.
and yeah, if you're on like a very steep slope, for some reason the hover nozzle decides it's not going to help you today. So you could see they're trying to hover out of that, not happening.
You can see a different pattern here.
Well, the first guy's in the same place, it looks like. Yep.
Did we talk about a bridge water slide ever? Or?
I don't think we did. No, you can mention that now.
So doing the water slide across the bridge in Pianta Village is a lot more strange than it's definitely harder than it looks. I think it's just like really weird programming, I guess. I don't. Somebody could probably explain this better than me, but
I don't know.
Normally, when you spray on the bridge, the water does not. Normally, when you spray, you can see the water hit the ground. You can see it right there. But when you spray on the bridge, it's not supposed to show on the ground, which means you can't actually do a water slide on it. One of the reasons is because the bridge is made up of a lot of small pieces, and in this game you can clip through things really easily. So if you were to slide on the bridge, you could easily just clip through and die, and they don't want that. So they made it so that you can't spray. However, if you spray right at the edge of the bridge, you can barely get a little bit of water on a place that they did not intend, and then slide on it. And every single mission in Pianta Village starts with that. So if you can slide on at the beginning of every mission, you can save a lot of time.
And sometimes the bridge platforms can be very weird, and it just immediately eats your slide. And you want to be holding the hover nozzle on there, so you catch it first of all, because if you're not holding it, you're going to clip through.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I didn't know it was like that elaborate.
Yeah, it's really weird, and it's different for every shine because you can see each shine needs different movement. This one did a triple jump, but some other ones you have to go a different direction. So you have to actually. It's pretty specific. You have to practice it a lot to get used to it.
And then and for some reason in episode 5, you start further back, making it even more awkward to set up. So we're having some M's. Got all these scattered all over the place.
Yeah, Piantissimo talks a big game, but he doesn't seem to be too hard to beat. At least not for SB.
If you go back and revisit him, he does actually have faster routes, which I didn't know that until like fairly recently.
Yeah, if you beat him fast, he goes faster. And then if you try to beat him again, it's harder.
Like he has like 3 different versions, I think, for each one.
Oh, really?
I think. And there's some where he actually like goes for some actual speedrun tech. Like I think on the fastest version of Pianta 2, he actually does like the upslope running. Like he rolls out on the slope and gets the fast speed.
Yeah, I noticed we're already up to 10 shines, and by the time we're done with this, you can trade in all your blue coins and get a bunch more shines. And everyone who's donating for every shine, that's a lot more you're going to be contributing. That's great.
That's true.
Get to see this damage boost again. Oh, and another chance to get the glitchy wall kick strat, which I don't know if we explained glitchy wall kicks. So.
Oh, yeah. How do you even explain that? It's very weird.
It's like when you enter Y can't.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hold on.
Wait, I can get on the... No. Wait.
Hold on.
Wait.
No. So, yeah, those blobs, I don't even know what they're called. But
they're called swoopin' stews in the official guide, but a lot of people call them goomies.
Yeah, those goomies, they just will randomly spawn, and if they just appear like that, they can ruin your day. And they're also really aggressive too.
Yeah, one thing that makes this mission really annoying is that they can just appear anywhere. It's completely RNG.
Like something like that was completely unpredictable because it's like exceedingly rare for that to happen, and if it does happen, it's really hard to back up. So you gotta go dodge that one.
Oh man. Oh well.
Oh, at least I'm not dead.
Yep.
Yeah, that's another case where you have to slow yourself down or you're gonna bonk into the wall because you're going so fast.
Yeah, so the glitchy wall kick dive,
They are out for blood.
they were. Glitchy wall kick dive is
Oh my God.
Another Goomy that just appeared and just ruins your day. A lot of the enemies in this game are incredibly just annoying for no reason. Those are especially bad. Like, I'm just thinking about some of the enemies in this game and how, like, especially annoying they are. Shout out to the Electro Koopas in Penna Park. They are just
Yeah.
awful.
People do say this game was rushed, and while it was great, there are definitely some obvious flaws with how the hitboxes work and how some of the enemies work, where they really rob you sometimes.
My personal favorite is the pirate ships. You can just clip through them playing casually. I've done it so many times when I was a kid. It's like, how did this happen? We're gonna get another
chance to get early cycle. Right?
another chance to get early cycle.
Oh, and also, yeah.
The chain chomper. We're gonna get a different pattern. Even though we're gonna get the blue coins anyway, but it could be potentially faster. Very, very slight.
We do have time for more donations if you have any.
Oh, there are so many. Yes, I have so many. Here's $100 from Lego that says, much love to USB from all of us in the SMS speedrunning community, from bingo enjoyers to IL grinders. We're all here cheering you on. Show everyone what you've got and all the energy to one-ups, Electric Miles, and Lab member on the couch as well.
Thanks so much, Lego.
And shout out to everyone in the SMS community. They're all great.
They're always behind our back. We have the best community ever.
Mind if I keep chiming in with some donations here?
Of course. Sure.
Alrighty, here's $100 from They the Ames that says, Hype Train! Let's go, audience. Another $5 here from Q Player that says, Super Mario Sunshine is one of my faves. Go SB Runs! Gotta jump on this $5 train. Donation goes to Runner's Choice, which was the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance Blade Wolf DLC run. We can do better than that. I heard that. $100 here from Chow Kai that says, you got this, SB Runs, you're doing awesome. Another $100 here from Millie Pug that says, shine on, you crazy speedrunners. Time for me to slumber, but the sun never stops shining on GDQ, and sunny days are ahead for MSF. Donation goes to Voltex X-Seed Gear and making GDQ just that little bit brighter. Wow, another $100 donation here from IRL Gumi. You got this, SB. We are all cheering you on. Oh, perfect. I didn't even notice that name prior to reading it. Nice timing.
All right, heading back into Yoshi Skip. Yoshi Skip actually used to be a really difficult trick back in the beginning of the speedrunning scene for this game. But these days, the setup we use for it is way easier.
I've heard about like old setups and how crazy they are.
You used to have to sidestep through the tree and then time it perfectly. Now you just have to watch while Mario slides down the tree and then hover right after he lets go. It's done sliding. It's easy.
The hoverless variant of Yoshi Skip is great.
Oh my god.
We could talk about hoverless strats if we want to. That is a huge bag. Pandora's box.
As someone who's played the effectively 120 Shines hoverless category, don't. It is very painful.
It is difficult.
Yeah, it's
The hover is supposed to be your main crutch in this game, so taking it away is a really impressive feat.
like it really does change the way you do a lot of levels, which is really cool, but it's also very, very difficult. But yeah, there is a way to do Yoshi Skip for this shine, and shout outs to Shadow Mario 27. I believe he's the one who found that, but it is just ridiculous.
Yeah, there's so many impressive things you can do with the movement in this game. Chuckster shine with no deaths.
Oh, you can see Mario's facing the wrong way.
Yes, that's because of YCam, like I was saying earlier. Yeah.
So yeah, YCam going into first person, which lets you be able to like aim your spray better, but it actually has so many crazy applications that you wouldn't think of.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about getting into Pianta Village, how we skipped. Normally you have to use the rocket nozzle to get to Pianta Village, but we actually are able to skip it. There's an old way that people used by just trying to time a triple jump perfectly. You barely have enough height using a triple jump and a hover to get up there. But these days you use a Y-turn, just like many other strats that are new with this game. A Y-turn can let you carry your momentum and turn at the same time, and that's what let him go from being facing away from the Shine Gate to facing back towards it, and then he can hover to get up there, which is really, really useful.
So yeah, you can the fact that you can use the Y-cam in the air to change the direction of your jump is just crazy useful in so many different places. And that's actually I forget if we actually ever did explain the glitchy wall kick, but that uses the Y-cam, basically.
No, yeah. So glitchy wall kick, the easiest way, you can explain it using the buttons that you have to press. You have to press them all in really quick succession. It's Y and then A. And you can chain other buttons on that to make, to do variants on the glitchy wall kick. So Y and then A, you go into, while you're wall kicking, it allows you to switch the camera to allow you to face forward again instead of facing away from the wall. So it allows you to kick back towards the wall. And if you hit B right after that, you can dive out of that. And then that is really useful in very specific circumstances. That's what he was trying to do in Pianta 5 or Pianta 3 in the floodless level.
Another neat application of the hover nozzle is that once you start hovering, you get out of Y cam, so you can easily cancel out of it that way. So you can just do like a glitchy wall kick into a hover and just immediately just be in full control. Very helpful. Yeah, the hover nozzle is just useful for so many things other than just like crossing gaps. Like just the way it plays into your momentum is just very neat.
Text box skip, nice. All right, we're already almost back on our way out of Pianta Village. We just got to do the Shadow Mario shine again.
Great. One more text box skip.
Whoop.
Alrighty, on our way out here, can I chime in with a couple more donations?
Of course.
$100 here from our friend Anonymous that says, did I hear someone say $10 per shine? I'll match. I hope some other people join in with their own amounts. Best of luck, SB. And another $100 donation here. This one's from Mario's Sunglasses. Hey, SB, Mario's Sunglasses here. You've got this, buddy. I'll donate another $100 if you make your way down to the beach and put me on.
Oh, let's go.
Make sure to do that.
You could do that, yeah. Easy.
Swag.
Oh, you
There
got
we
this,
go.
guys. That's the insta-kill. It's second chance. Shows the shots. It's awesome. Yeah, so many of those insta-kills have been found recently. Not necessarily found, but labbed out. And they're really impressive.
Yeah, and they're flashy too, which is everyone's favorite part.
Yeah, one thing that's actually really important to mention is the IL meta for this game, also known as individual level. ILs were originally sort of just a side way of playing the game. Some shines have in-game timers on them, and those are, an obvious choice to IL because you can easily, okay, I see that I got a faster time, but there are practice codes that are made to time any level in the game, so it allows you to have a timer anywhere, and that has allowed the IL meta for this game to be developed a lot.
Good jelly skip.
Nice, jelly skip. That's what we didn't even say that was called, jelly skip, but that's what that is earlier.
So yeah, that's literally skipping the jelly there to get that blue coin. Normally you would need Yoshi to spray that, but you can, while clipping through to get a honey skip, you can grab that blue coin. And there is a chance you can get stuck in there, which means you'd have to save and quit the game, or just wait out, losing all your health. But that, for the current 120 route, that's very important because we're not going to be using Yoshi for most of the shines we need him for.
So you started with a memory card in, right, SB?
Yes, I did.
Cool. So then all we have to do is make sure that if you die, you just have to put in your memory card and save. That's a great thing that you can do with this game. You can take out the memory card, which a lot of new games you can't do that anymore. So you can start on a file, take out the memory card to save the time for every text box, but then if you ever have issues and you think you might die, you can put game over, you can put the memory card back in and save, and then you can start wherever you saved. So it's really useful for races if you're ever going to do a race or a no reset run.
It saved me a lot when I was learning how to run this game. Secrets are really hard in the beginning.
Oh yeah, no, you can game over super easily.
Oh yeah, and that blue bird that SB grabbed him right as he entered the park. You can get that blue bird in a lot of the different episodes, and there's like certain advantages and disadvantages to it. Episode 1's typically one of the best because like if you miss it, you can get it in another episode. The main disadvantage is that because the enemies are there, you can lag the game very easily, but big advantage because on both this and episode 7, there's no event cutscene when you enter the park. So it lessens the chance that bird can fly away like right off the bat. So that's why episode 1's usually the choice.
You dive towards this shine right before the cutscene appears, and it looks like you can just barely get it, but it's not actually possible to get the shine.
All right, pray for bullet bills.
Yep, we can see if we can get as good of bullet bills as last time.
Pretty cool strat on getting back into Pinna.
Oh yeah, from backflip cancel.
If you want to catch up on your donation queue, I think this might be a good time.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible to catch up with there's a lot in here. Thank you to the donations team. All right, well, let's start with $25 here from Shine Sprite. SB is such a wonderful runner. Way to roll with the punches. I know you can gather up tons of my shiny brothers and sisters for me. Here's another $25 donation. This one's from Lich Pit that says, big fan of everyone in the Super Mario Sunshine crew now. SB has incredible determination, and 1UPS for Life has the most soothing and nice to listen to voice. Keep it up, y'all.
Thank you.
Another $25 donation here. This one's from our friend Anonymous that says, I can't not donate for SB's amazing performance, so I may as well put it towards the next bonus game, right? That next bonus game is Sound Voltex XC Gear. We are currently at $11,445 of the $200,000 needed. Plenty of time there, and we're already killing it. Congratulations to our chat and our audience. You're all so generous, and we appreciate you.
All right, to chime in on, whoa, a lot of purples here, but when standing on that basket, you want like the middle bullet bill to be the black bullet bill, but it was purple, which that one very easily just goes into the wall. But you could see that he did a setup where one of the other bullet bills was manipulated to hit the basket. Very, very subtle stuff to be able to get these baskets.
Yeah, so I was mentioning the bullet bill manipulation earlier. It's really interesting. The bullet bills will follow you if you dive fast away from where you are, and they'll follow you in the direction that you're going.
Yeah, and they do change directions mid-flight too.
Yeah,
very,
so
very slightly.
If you see that a bullet bill is coming towards the basket, but it's a little too far to the right, you can just dive off to the left immediately, and it'll follow you to the left, and it might hit the basket. So that's what he did there.
Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the 1UP here.
That's useful.
One thing that's like really scary about like the first portion of this, and even like any percent, is just how few 1UPs you manage to get. So it just makes it a little more like I don't know.
Oh yeah, the lives are actually like extremely like scarce in this game.
Yeah, they come by a lot more later in the run. Like Bianco 6, you can get 2 fairly easily, but not early in the run. And especially because if you do honey skip, even though you die and skip the cutscene, you still lose a life for it, and so that puts you in a more precarious position.
But another subtle thing is a save and quit actually resets your life counter too. So if you implement a save warp in some way,
yeah, you can regain your lives. Yep.
And there is like an alternative save warp route where you save after Pinna, go to Bianco from there and do Rico last. There's also movie skip route, which is another way of skipping the Pinna cutscene where you grab a blue coin at the same time as the what's it called? Same time as triggering the Pinna.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it's useful to pick up more lives.
That looked like a drop spin. It's very easy to just randomly drop your spin. So every jump like these are a gamble.
Yeah, spin jumps are the bane of SMS runners' existence. Even though they are the best movement option in Mario, GameCube controllers are pretty temperamental. The dead zones are difficult, and they tend to... Ooh.
Oh.
You made it.
Oh, that's...
Can you get to the Shine Sprite platform quick? Oh!
Yeah, using the hover nozzle there while you're just holding the hover nozzle down while you're in a dive animation, or even on the ground, you immediately start hovering while the platform disappears, and you can use that to back that up if you're behind on the cycle. And just using that perfectly well to be able to still stay on there.
Can't believe Mario gets shot through a cannon just to get to this. Every time. He comes back and forth every single time for every level.
This is like the only Shine where you actually like physically go there and not just warp.
Yeah, you don't just warp. There's actually a reason. Oh yeah, I'm going to the amusement park.
We also enter Corona like directly.
Oh, true.
True. Oh wow, you get that with a roll.
Yeah, that looks so scary.
You want to get the cycle? Yeah.
Side flip.
Flipped right through the boat. Classic physics in this game. Yeah, this is why this mission is one of the most difficult.
So that M didn't want to cooperate and I did the spam sprays.
Can't lose any time for the cycles in this Shine.
And yeah, classic spin jump was actually, the game decided was a side flip instead.
Yep.
Also, like, the animation you get for, like, doing a side flip input, it lasts unbelievably long. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you can do a side flip, and then a second later, the animation is still going, and then press A. You can get a side flip.
Like you think the side flip animation's over, but it's not. This guy's in a very weird spot.
Yeah, because of the cycle being off.
Made it through.
Yep.
Yeah, this is such a scary. Oh.
Oh, every single Sunshine Runner has lost more than one run to that. Diving right off the side. 10 to 3 is painful. Doesn't even matter what category you're doing it.
It's just a hard level in general.
I think that's one of the more notorious hoverless shines.
Oh my goodness,
That's a
yeah.
fun hoverless shine.
Yeah,
fun and
speaking
terrible.
Of hoverless, yeah, speaking of hoverless, those boats, if you don't have the hover nozzle, you have barely any control of those boats. You have to know the cycles really well and be prepared to back it up if you miss it.
Like if you do a wall kick off the scaffolding, you can barely make the ship cycle to get that blue coin without the hover nozzle, but it is ridiculous.
Yeah, this game has a high skill ceiling, as has been clearly obvious.
All right, I managed to wake all of them up because sometimes they just don't like to wake up.
These dudes are so goofy. They're tired.
All right, got it.
Mind if I hop in here with a very special donation?
Of course not.
This is $150 from the Sunshine community. This is pulled together from members of the Sunshine community. SB is an amazing member of the community and works hard every day striving to improve the 120 Shines record and becoming the best he can be. We wanted to thank SB for still showing off this amazing category, and we wish him the best of luck in collecting as many Shines as he can. Thank you. This
you all
donation
so
goes
much.
to SB attempting the Gelato 1 up warp at the end of the shine. Once again, shout outs to SB, the Sunshine community, and all of the members of GDQ for allowing this run to happen.
The Gelato
Why
1
not?
up warp is something else.
Yeah, why not go for it? And we can explain that. We can explain it now and later. But what that refers to is in Gelato 1, it's a sand castle. And as you walk across the sand blocks, they disappear. And when the sand block reappears, if you ground pound on above the sand block area when it's about to reappear, you get shot up instead.
Also, ground pound physics in this game are really strange with platforms that move.
Yeah.
Like,
You can home in on platforms just by ground pounding above them. The physics treat them very weirdly. But with
Okay.
Gelato 1, there is a sand block that's right underneath the shine. So if you do that glitch we were talking about underneath the shine, you get shot straight up and into the shine. So it'll be an interesting thing to see.
All right, the game decided that Mario did not dive on water, so have to go for.
Oh, I had to
Salter.
go this way anyway, actually.
Oh, you have to get this, yeah, because you missed it.
Definitely planned.
Slick movement. Slick
So many
backup movement.
So many sleepy enemies in this game. This guy's sleeping also.
They're having a relaxing vacation.
I also like how
True.
you literally can just hover under the Ferris wheel because it's just not solid.
You can just skip it. Yeah,
It is solid, but you just have to jump low enough.
No one
but-
ever gets to see the actual intended route for this shine in speedruns. You can see it right there on the bottom. You're supposed to do this crazy maze, and no one ever sees it anymore. Maybe if there's a Prima official strategy guide to a speedrun, then you would have to do that.
I don't even remember if I actually ever did that when I was a kid. I eventually realized I could just hover through the Ferris wheel.
It is frustratingly difficult. It involves a few different mechanics that are not obvious to casuals because when you're on a grate, the buttons to flip the grate and to drop off the grate switch depending on whether you're hanging onto the side of it or whether you're hanging onto the bottom of it.
Okay, that always messed me up.
That is really, really annoying to get used to.
I'm very scared about this level now.
Hey, you can just take it as easy as you need to. All we need to do is keep getting shines, right?
Yes.
Just like that, we're back to where we were before.
That's fast.
It is a speedrun.
Time flies when we're all enjoying everyone's company.
All right, what fruit is it going to be this time?
Yeah, we'll see. You have to change your movement live in a lot of things in this run, specifically 120 shines, and this is one of those places. It's really interesting that you spray this linked coin and see what the RNG is for Yoshi during the coin.
Oh, it's coconut. So this one's one of the most out of the way to get.
You can still make the coin in time, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, where did it go?
Right here.
Nice.
Yeah, timing of the throws can be really tricky. All right, Bird, we here? We are here.
Bird is still in a good place. That's nice. This enemy also, this stack of stews is unsurprisingly called Stack and Stew, and it's the only one in the game. They did a lot of that in this game where they're like, oh, you know, we're gonna make this weird enemy, we're gonna put one of it in the entire game.
Consuming the pineapple for getting orange Yoshi. So yeah, the color of Yoshi is based on what fruit you last ate. So
Yeah, there are 6 fruits and 3 colors of Yoshi. So 2 fruits each for each color, and you just have to know to either eat a papaya or a pineapple to make it make Yoshi orange. That's also really important for EYG, the trick that we don't see in 120 shines, because EYG depends on the platforms that Yoshi. When Yoshi sprays an enemy and creates a platform, depending on the color of Yoshi, the platform will either not move up, or move side to side, and that's important because you have to get through a out of bounds area doing that trick, and you have to have Yoshi be a certain color, but then you have to have Yoshi be orange again to unlock the secret. So here we go. You could just jump from platform to platform. Easy. Oh, he's going for it anyway.
Nice.
It's not over yet.
Hold on.
I don't know why that was so hard, though.
Hey, we all have our moments, but and this is it.
So yeah, using spinning in the air to buffer that spin for that last spin jump, it always looks really scary, but just being able to like spin no matter what Mario is doing to get a spin jump is just super useful that they allowed you to do that. Because otherwise, just spinning on the ground to set up spin jumps would be so awkward.
Yeah, I might have mentioned Trey's spin jump video earlier, but that is a really useful, if you want to know anything about spin jumps in this game. There are so many different types, and buffering them, which means spinning the control stick before you actually want to spin, before you actually want to do the jump, helps a lot with stability, like movement stability. Helps make a lot of strats easier, because if you don't know how to do that, a lot of jumps are really difficult. You could just walk off the side trying to do a spin jump.
So yeah, this Shadow Mario is done slightly different compared to any percent, where we want Shadow Mario to go to the left. This time we want him to go to the right so we can get these blue coins.
Oh, get the one we missed earlier.
I want to forget that.
Hey, every blue coin is 1/10 of a shine, and every shine is another many more donations from all these people who are matching. By the way, do we have any more donations?
Yeah, speaking of, this first one is $20 here from our friend Anonymous saying, joining the $10 per shine donation challenge, make us pay up, SB. And speaking of, that was the 23rd shrine we just collected, so you're already getting $230 per person who's saying they're gonna match. And we're still going. You're doing wonderfully, my friend.
That is great. That's amazing.
All right, heading over to...
Hey, we're heading to the DLC level.
Heading over to the grass pipe level.
We jokingly call this a DLC level because everyone in Twitch streams, whenever someone plays this and you're new and a Twitch viewer is new, they're like, I don't know what is this shine? I've never seen this before, because it's so far out of the way and they don't tell you that it's there.
Also, shout out to that really, really clean bird cleaning, or cleaning, spraying.
Bird spraying, yeah.
Like, spraying birds is super weird and awkward in this game, so being able to spray it down that quickly is super nice.
Yeah, this is one of many side levels in Delfino Plaza that you can get to. And do any of you know why we do it at this point in the run and not later?
Because there's actually 2 shines you would get at the end of Pinna, because it's faster to actually get to them from Pinna, both this and Box Game. So you actually can vary which one you'd rather do first. I actually don't like Box Game 1 at all, so I actually do Box Game 1 first and do this shine later in the run.
So it's just a save movement because you're close. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
Where to?
Where are we off to next?
Harina.
Serena time.
Serena? Oh yeah,
So
we spawn right back here because we did the Delfino Shine and we're closer to where Shadow Mario is. So that is useful for movement also.
So in an older route, when we unlocked Yoshi here, we would grab a bunch of Yoshi blue coins and then head over to the lily pad shine, where we need Yoshi to spray the jelly on there too. However, we can do another clip using fruit, and now with varied ways of getting all those Yoshi required blue coins, we're just gonna get that one bird and go right into Serena and get lily pad later.
The Manta is one of the most infamous shines for most people who are new to this game. It is difficult. But during we can actually, just like in many, like we were saying before, you can save time because all the manta rays take a long time to, they float around, and you can get blue coins while you wait for them to gather towards you, and then when you come back, they'll all be right in the same position. You can spray them all really quickly. So we'll see SB doing that here.
So yeah, that one blue coin like in the corner in the water is very out of the way, so this is just one of the best times to get it.
Oh yeah, going on the hut here makes the Manta turn around. It affects the Manta's AI, and it makes it a lot easier for it to... The positioning is really, really important here, because the Mantas are slightly RNG in which direction they turn, but if you can get it to be in the position you want, it's a lot easier to spray them off. Because if you notice, they go right over any... like the huts, the trees, and so you don't really want them in an area where it's busy, because then you can't spray them. Your water can't get high enough to spray them.
Missing one big guy. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Now that you spray all the big ones, they'll all follow you, and then this is when we can go and get this blue coin that's out of the way.
Right. Do we ever mention, like, do we ever have, sorry, like, detail discuss, like, spam spraying?
Yeah, we mentioned it before, but
it's R plus A, but yeah, what else did you want to mention about it?
I just thought was that ever like intended? Like, did they ever mention that in the game manual at all?
It's hard to know. I don't know if it was.
I think it was mentioned in a strategy guide somewhere, but I don't remember which one.
Didn't they also mention backwards long jumps in the Mario 64 strategy guide?
That I don't know.
I have no idea. But part of the reason that spam spraying is possible is because when you do a backflip is holding R all the way down until it clicks, because on the GameCube controller the triggers can click, and then pressing A, and that causes, a spray of water and Mario backflips. But since you're in the air, so if you jump first and then press R and A, you'll be in the air, and Mario can't backflip. So that's what causes the spam spray to happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it has to do with that. So not necessarily a glitch, but it might not have been intended.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that, like, you don't know if it's a glitch per se, but you don't know if it was exactly intended either.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we're heading on to another secret mission now.
Oh, Serena 2. This one's my least favorite secret. This one's just very annoying.
This one has, like, disappearing sand blocks, and it also has rotating platforms. It's so difficult.
It's a very long one, too.
Yeah, it is a very long secret. But we have to do some movement going into Hotel Delfino, and then a pretty neat movement getting into the secret.
Yeah, it really goes by in a flash. You have to you pass all these booths, and you barely even see them. It's supposed to be a pretty difficult platforming challenge, but easy.
Yep. The spin jumps there actually like help with not accidentally ledge grabbing. So doing spin jumps there.
What?
Yeah, that setup for a triple jump is just really awkward. Use spins here to slow Mario's descent, so you don't have to keep jumping back up.
The good thing is this is not a cycle-based level, so.
This is still very scary.
It is.
I played this game for years, and that's still never not scary. That's also very scary.
That was great.
But yeah, that's an example of that's a momentum spin jump where you basically you roll out into an upslope to get the speed and then immediately do a spin jump right after.
Yeah, so when Mario dives, you can roll out by pressing A. And if you roll out onto a sloped, instead of a flat slope, you roll out onto an incline. Mario will have more speed as he runs around than he normally would. And you can transfer that speed into momentum in the air by jumping and doing a spin jump. There's another spin jump. And you can use that to skip a lot of things, specifically in secret levels. So it's in both Serena 2 and Serena 4. So we'll see it in another couple shines.
Great. So Serena 3 is like sort of a puzzle-ish level where you have to go find the pineapple somewhere in the hotel and unlock Yoshi.
Yeah, Yoshi. You need Yoshi because there are boos blocking your way in the attic, but it's a very long, convoluted level. It's actually kind of fun, but
It is a fun level.
but you can skip it for speedrunning.
Because, as you know, walls are merely a suggestion.
Yeah, that's something with fruit in this game. Fruit can get you through anything, the way the physics work in this game.
I mean, have you seen how big they are?
The hitboxes push you back, and as long as you have the right setup and you are, you try hard enough, and you know to find the right spot, you can use task input sometimes to test it out, and then eventually you can find a way to get through it. The tasks on this game can clip through literally anything.
Got another skip coming up here.
Oh, yeah, the casino.
Casino skip is, yeah.
Yeah, no slot machines. We're not doing slot machines yet.
This is another thing where I always think like, what would have happened if, because this casino, you have to literally, it's complete RNG, you have to spray slot machines and get lucky. And the last one is a really, really fiddly flipping tile shines art.
Yeah, that one makes you really think like,
It is
who
really
programmed
ridiculous.
this game?
It is ridiculous, but
Like, you could just unflip like one that's like not even near you.
yeah, and if skipping this was not found, speedrunning this game probably would not have taken off as much as it did. So the fact that we're all here is probably thanks partially to this. It's an easy skip too.
Yeah, it's very pretty easy to learn and very much a hard skip. All right, that jump is a lot more lenient than it looks, but you still have to
Butt slide, nice.
butt spins. So another case where you carry your momentum from a butt slide into a spin jump. And here's a running momentum spin.
Yep.
So many just
That was
different
impressive.
examples of momentum spins here. So that one's particularly tricky because you have to spin the control stick a little slower than you're used to so Mario doesn't just spaz out, I guess, just trip up. I don't know how to describe it.
We're up to King Boo now, right?
Yeah, King Boo. Actual slot machine time.
Literal casino gambling speedrun, as we say. This one, you cannot avoid this RNG like you can in Serena 4, unfortunately. But there is a way that some people have found that you can skip the cycles, the extra cycles here. So in King Boo, you have to get 3 fruit cycles. To get a fruit cycles, you need to use the pepper to defeat King Boo. And if you have three of those cycles, that's how you beat him. But you cannot get 3 in a row. You have to get a cycle of non-fruit in between each one. So you have to have 2 cycles of non-fruit. However, there is a way to skip those non-fruit cycles and make it faster. And some people, the game has advanced so much in movement, and people have, using ILs for this game, which is the individual level speedruns, is essentially become required to do that if you want to get a good time in the IL, which is really difficult because the odds for getting that skip is ridiculous. It's 1 in whatever it is. To get, I know it's 1 in like 5,000 to get 2 of them, which is unimaginable.
1 extra.
But anyway, yeah, 1 extra. We'll count these. Oh,
All right, fruit.
this is probably a great time for donations. This shrine is pretty long.
Alrighty then, let's start off with $105 here from Code and Data that starts off saying, I'm in. $2 per shine and $1 extra for each unredeemed blue coin at the end of the run. That first run netted 21 shines and 63 blue coins, so here's $105. Let's go, SB. Can't wait to see how far you can get in this challenge run. I invited this one on accident. $100 here from Fadfee that says, less than 3, heart, written with the actual symbols, heart, emoji, and then heart, less than 3, heart emoji, less than 3, like that.
Where was that chili pepper going, by the way? That one just flew out.
Next up here, we have $20 from Anonymous. This is what makes GDQ such an amazing event. The dedication of the runners, the stellar couch commentary, and the audience participation create something truly special to see. Much love to SB and love to everyone making this GDQ shine as brightly as ever. $25 here from Doinkmeister that says, remember the commercial for Super Mario Sunshine?
Clean is better than dirty. Dirty is meaner than clean. That's what it said.
Thank you.
All right, so that was 2 extra cycles, I believe.
They tried to sell this game as like an environmentalist thing, you know? Parents can buy it so that their kids are more likely to be stewards of the environment.
Pretty interesting Serena 5 there with where the fruits were going. So you not only have to deal with the slot machine RNG, you also have to deal with the fruits and where they're flying. And especially with the rotating platforms, the physics on the floor in that arena is very confusing. Where it could just eat dives, eat jumps.
All right, we're heading into Serena 6 next, right? And this one is pretty difficult on the Japanese version.
Yes, so so you have to spray run. Now, spam spray still help trivialize this mission, but it's still very difficult on the Japanese version because you have to clean, I believe, 99% of the goop on the ground, and some of the goop can end up being invisible, and sometimes you're just spraying randomly because it still apparently isn't clean yet.
Yeah, so because of the nature of the way water works in this game, each little droplet of water can clean off part of the goop, but the goop itself can get divided into very small particles, and once the particles are too small, you can't actually see them, even though sometimes they're still there. And the way Nintendo was able to compensate for this is they noticed that it was a problem in this version, and then when they released the NTSCU, US, and PAL versions, they fixed it so that you don't have to spray as much goop, so that even if there is invisible goop, you don't have to worry about it. But in Japanese, which is the fastest version, you have to be really careful with spraying everything. And you also get to free these Nokis in 120 shines, because they give you blue coins.
Well, to be fair, you free them, but you just leave them covered in goop. But same difference. We're gonna see if, okay, actually,
Oh yeah, no invisible goop problem there. That's good.
Joey, it's a pretty good time.
That's already 30 shines.
Plus 73 blue coins.
Yeah, 73 blue coins is another 7 shines at least.
All right, and that almost Serena Beach. We have now episode 7. So after defeating Shadow Mario, you get one of the linked, I think it's the triangles on the first and second floor. I could be wrong though.
Is that right, SP?
Oh, you get the first triangle.
Yeah, well, you get the one on the second floor.
Yeah.
But so we used to actually like go up the ledge and spray it from up there. However, you can actually aim with the Y-cam while it's off screen.
Yeah, so just like every time in this game, whenever in any percent normally, you just be sitting and waiting. You can't be sitting and waiting. You have to be doing something.
And I don't know, it feels like it's easier to spray that while it's off screen, but
Pretty weird looking. It can only load one level of the hotel at a time. So when you look up, it just looks black, which is really weird. All right, where are we off to next? Where are we dropping?
Going to Noki.
Noki Bay.
This is almost sort of pays homage to Mario 64, so we're going to visit Noki Bay by looking up directly at the sun, which I wouldn't recommend you try at home.
You definitely do not try that at home. So movement in this stage is actually like really cool, especially in the first 2 levels, like getting up to the top. We are going to, I believe, segue into 2 blue coins here first in the ruins. Try not to get too lost figuring out which ruin coins we've gotten. These are probably like the hardest ones to figure out casually.
These ruins coins are some of the most cryptic. You have no idea, like, oh, I had to spray that random point in the wall.
So we have to actually fight this Montgomery mole here.
Montgomery M. Mole.
All right, gotta watch this cutscene. So a couple more donations, probably.
Alrighty, let's start off with $10 here from whatever dude that says, SB did not just do that manta shine that fast. Easily the most notorious task in this game when I played as a kid. Amazing stuff. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. We've also got $100 here from DJ Riboflavin that says, I heard an earlier donation claim that Delfino Plaza is one of the greatest music tracks in gaming, so I need to set the record straight. That is absolutely correct. Delfino Plaza, certified banger. Thank you, DJ Riboflavin.
Also, shoutouts to a lot of the other songs in this game are really good. Noki Bay being one of them. I also like Rico Harbor. It was probably some of my top 2. I don't know what your opinions on the music in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because what they did for this game is a lot of especially the first 3 levels, the actual tracks, the bass music, the melody is similar, but they changed the instrumentation. So it's an interesting way to keep the music interesting.
Oh yeah, wall suggestion. Use that spring to...
Yeah, anything that you can grab can usually clip you out of bounds if you place it in the correct spot.
These blue coins can be annoying to spawn sometimes.
Funny thing about the lore in this level, the Noki Bay, if you notice, there's the water is purple instead of the normal color of blue, and if you jump into it, it hurts. And what they're trying to do is there's an old elder of Noki Bay who's trying to figure out why the water is poisoned. And first he thinks, oh, it's the mole at the top that we defeated. We get the waterfall uncorked, but that didn't beat it. And then now in this mission, he says, oh wait, it might be something at the bottom of the sea. We're gonna have to train you so that you can be ready to fight whatever is at the bottom of the sea that's causing our ocean to be polluted. So we get to do a little test run in this bottle.
Also, shoutouts to the 79 and 96 Shines enjoyers, where you do the 100 coins in Noki Episode 2, where you have to deal with the coins in the poison water, and it can just knock you back and be very annoying.
Oh yeah, you have to get the entire level, the entire run of coins without using a boat. You just have to jump and get hurt each time, and then get a coin to get your health back. That's pretty difficult.
But luckily, in 120, the 100 coins is not in Episode 2. So Episode 3, basically training on how to use the underwater portion.
What was that?
Got stuck on the floor there. Physics with the underwaters.
Underwater momentum is really weird. If you go into Y-cam, like you can see, you gain a lot more speed than if you were just hovering normally.
So yeah, that was basically a training mission for the next episode, the Ely Mouth Dentist, which I'm sure is another favorite
infamous
of just really hard levels casually. But actually, we're gonna grab the underwater coin. There's a line of coins right by the entrance to the underwater section that leads to a blue coin. We're gonna get to that, but we're gonna pick a very interesting way of doing it. We'll just let the gameplay describe itself.
Oh.
What? So normally you'd have to swim all the way down here, but if you clip underwater...
Oh. Uh-oh.
I can see what I'm doing. Where am I? I didn't think you could bring it that far away. Oh.
Oh boy.
The underwater physics are really weird because they didn't expect you to get down here.
Oh my lord.
And it looks like he's underwater now, but actually, when you clip underwater, the game changes the water levels. So the water level is now down here. So he's not actually losing air, which is a very weird thing to wrap your head around.
Yeah, that fish is very annoying, and not only that, but it does change the quote-unquote top water level there, which makes that even hard to set up. So yeah,
before we fight Eel, yeah. 4
pillar blue coins. We are going to get 3 of them now, and 1 is saved for Noki 8 later on. Fairly newer route change.
This is another example of using Y-cam while you're hovering to go much faster. If you don't do that, it takes a lot longer. It's really noticeable.
And now we play the fun waiting game of falling with style. Probably could do 1 or 2 donations before we get this started.
Ooh.
well, here's $100 from Bobby Blackwolf that says, I thought I was going to sleep, but I'm heading back down to the stream room to add my own shine claps. You got this, SB. Thanks for continuing to perform for us. It's really appreciated.
All right, so
Eel is all about, well, not getting eaten, and also being aware of how the hitboxes work for these teeth. You don't have to spray where you would expect.
using the spray nozzle to clean these teeth very quickly before he goes into his attack mode, which is 6 teeth, very good.
Yeah, that is difficult to get. Then we're going to try to hit this last tooth as we take damage, and that'll skip the cutscene that normally plays after you beat the eel. Oh, barely got it. Wow, that was great.
So as long as you're in damage frames, you can move during this cutscene.
Yep.
I know a lot of people call it a cutscene skip. It's not necessarily skipping it, it's more just being able to move in it.
Similar to travel skip, where you're kind of skipping the movement necessary.
But that does save a lot of time getting that. And if you're on NTSC-U or PAL, you can do that with air damage. But for some reason, I think the air damage in JP lasts like 1 frame.
I think it's 11 frames on Japanese and 52. I don't know why I remember that, but on the other 2 versions, and it's way easier to get it. You can get it with Japanese, but it's ridiculously precise. So you want to use the taking damage from the tooth to get the cutscenes good.
I thought it was a lot more precise than that. So
yeah.
Oh hey, it's our old friend Ilpian.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him in a while.
And this is another example, just like with every time we have something where we would normally wait. We'd beat Piantissimo easily because obviously, we're speedrunning, but we're not just going to sit there at the end and wait. We have to get blue coins.
So while normally, like in any percent, we'd be dancing around the water because he does take his sweet time getting to the flag, we'll have plenty of time to get some blue coins up in the ruins. Using the hover nozzle, extend your air time a bit.
So here's where we take a diversion. Touch the flag to make sure that we don't lose the Piantissimo, and then we're gone. We got to get some blue coins.
Also using a mid-air spin to set up a triple jump without having to do 3 jumps. All right.
These are all the cryptic and really hard to find blue coins.
Also the fact that you can make this.
Yeah, some of these jumps are pretty crazy.
That's a very scary
Oh,
jump.
Y-turn right there, yeah. Definitely some good music.
Noki Bay is good. All right. Another
Noki
great,
6 next.
another infamous shine.
Yeah, secrets are not the best in terms of difficulty. They're hard.
And you do the ruins movement on 6, not 6 reds, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a fairly recent variation to the route is changing blue coins we'd get in hundreds to be able to use the turbo nozzle in hundreds. So the rest of the blue coins we now get in episode 6 instead of 6 or 6 reds. You could do either one. So we get these now, and we end up right by the secret entrance. Also, getting a side flip there is really finicky for some reason. I have no idea what the issue is.
So many specifics with this game. It's just like any 3D platformer. The more you play it, the more crazy stuff and weird stuff you run into. You can never perfect it.
No, that's interesting.
This is a difficult. Those jumps are hard.
That puts you right by the entrance to the secret. And some of the movement for the secret is crazy, so
It's pretty impressive to watch.
no pressure.
While we watch, mind if I chime in with some more donations here?
Go for it.
Also, this is my favorite theme, just going back to that. Here is $160 from Orb. Thank you all. Since we were gambling, I used a random number generator to determine my donation. Love watching the run. Best of luck.
So very clean
That
Noki
was an
6
amazing
secret.
Noki 6. That deserves a round of applause.
Welcome.
All right, where are we dropping next?
Well, we gotta do Shadow Mario first.
Yeah.
Oh, we still have
And I
Rico.
think-
Am I right that this is the last Shadow Mario?
No, there's still Rico.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
there's
haven't
still
done,
Rico, okay.
And we haven't done Bianco either. We still have to go to
Oh.
6 and 7 for
True,
Bianco.
true.
So I believe from here, I think we jump into Fruit Ladies.
Yep.
All right.
Wait.
Got him. That is a pretty difficult. If Shadow Mario gets over there, it can be pretty difficult to actually not stop him from going up there, and then you lose probably like 15 seconds. He wall jumps up.
I like the camera going out of bounds there, so you can see out of bounds.
Shadow Mario's always up to something.
He's gonna be standing there with the turbo nozzle for a while.
Oh yeah, because we don't actually need to bother beating him, because once we get into Corona and then leave, those also all unlock. All the nozzles unlock, so we don't have to worry about those.
All right, so now we're gonna do both the Pineapple Fruit Lady and the Durian Fruit Lady at the same time.
Yep, save time by getting all the fruits over at the same time, and then talking to each of them in succession.
And
The durians you cannot carry, so you have to kick them over, which is not, I mean, it might not look easy, but it's still harder than however hard it looks.
What's happening?
They're like soccer balls, but more bouncy.
While
You
you
gotta-
play Mario Strikers, I actually have a very specific donation here, if you mind.
Sure.
$50 from the Pianta fruit vendor that says, please stop jumping off of my fruit stand.
Well timed.
but they're so good for movement, though.
Gotta go fast.
Clean Pineapple Lady. But we're not out of the woods just yet.
Gotta get this blue coin on the way.
Also, this coin for Chuckster.
Oh, the regular yellow coin you need
This is an
because
interesting arrangement here.
the durians can go many places here. So you kind of have to.
All things considered,
Finagle it
could be a
back
lot worse, but yeah, very awkward.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that was very good.
From here we
And now into Chuckster.
head straight up to the Chuckster. I'm a Chuckster.
I already up to 93 blue coins.
You get a lot in the any percent section. It's kind of crazy.
All right, now that we have the opportunity, we can finish off Bianco Hills. Because it's just so close to like this starting place, you can break it up in many segments. And yeah, we are leaving Bianco 1 for the post-game segment 2. Because the Shine Scrolls are ever so slightly faster than the event cutscene you would get if you did it beforehand. Really cool movement to get to the secret over here. Slopes are interesting, that's for sure.
Oopsie.
And use this water slide to carry momentum in the air so you can skip a lot of this. Because you don't want to land in the water here.
Normally you have to stand on a lily pad and then spray the opposite direction. It is painful. It's another Y turn right there.
There's a lot of different ways to clear that gap. Pretty much just pick the one that works. All right, so
Oh, extra life.
So this cube is unfortunately just waiting.
Yeah, we sometimes call this chat cube because it's so boring that sometimes if you're streaming, you want to look over at your chat and see what's happening, and then you fall off because you're not paying attention.
Especially with this spin jump. Oh my,
Ooh, yeah.
oh my, those look really scary.
It's an impressive secret. All right, finally finishing off Bianco Hills.
All right, this Shadow Mario is a very interesting insta-kill. That's pretty cool looking.
Oh, it's another rollout one where, yeah, he's gonna dive, and then when he rolls out, he's gonna spam spray, and he's gonna try to do it as close as possible to Shadow Mario.
hello, it's my voice again. I just happened to notice a couple things all at once. First off, we've got about an hour left in this challenge. We're up to 40 shines already. Can I get a hand for that? And can I get another for the fact that we have passed $870,000?
All right, so next world after this, what is that? It's Rico.
Rico Harbor.
Yep.
So one of the earliest levels in the game, but we're finally getting to it last on both the first half and the second half.
So it looks like you're gonna bait Shadow Mario into running away, but not actually. See ya.
I'm always afraid that he's gonna end up running toward you and just ruining your day.
Most of the time he does.
You don't want to bonk into Shadow Mario because you get a really long bonk where you're on the ground for like 3 to 5 seconds. It's very upsetting. Okay, so Rico episode 1 has a bunch of blue coins that are unique to this episode, so we have to go out of our way to get them now.
That's one of the things about this game is they said, oh, okay, we're gonna make blue coins, right? Okay, great collectible. How are people gonna be able to figure out how to get them? Well, it would have been easier if they were available in every mission, but they're not, and that's what makes them so infuriating. Because even if you're looking at a guide and you say, okay, the blue coin is here, you go into the episode 8 or 6, it might not be there. It might only be there in episode 1, and if the guide doesn't mention that, you might think you already got it, and then you go through every other blue coin looking for it, the other ones, thinking that you had gotten that one. It is painful sometimes.
Also, shoutouts to this blue coin where you have to bring up the submarine all the way. Also only available in episode 1. All right, another boss that gets repeated twice. We did skip it once, luckily, but just another recycled boss that we are seeing for the first time, however. So normally you're supposed to like pull off the tentacles, but we don't have to do that.
Something I like about this is when Flood says something here, what he's saying is, you must find a way to fight it. And that's because you might think that's not particularly helpful. And the reason is because normally you're supposed to pull off each tentacle one by one. And you're not doing that. SB's just going to pull off the nose. And doing that, the game, I guess Flood doesn't know what to say to you. Flood thinks you're doing it wrong.
So I recall there was like an earlier iteration of the route where you would... Oh, wait, hold on. Where was I? So there was an earlier iteration of the route I recall where you would collect a bunch of blue coins in between the first and second cycle of the fight. Do you know where all those are going?
That would... A lot of that is in the all blue coins category where...
Oh, okay. I might be thinking...
Yeah, so the all blue coins category, a really cool category, by the way, is where you just do the any % shines and just get all 240 blue coins. So it actually makes the route pretty significantly different in a couple areas, and it's pretty cool movement-wise. All right, so episode 2, it's actually movement I do not recognize.
Yeah,
fairly newer stuff.
This is new, yeah. Clicking this X on our way to the blooper surfing safari. And we can save the bloopers here by not riding them and just go into the loading zone on our own.
So yeah, luckily we can get all these blue coins out of the way because the time you have to get this blue coin is ridiculously lenient, but the other one is ridiculously tight.
Yep, so we saved the first blooper, and now we're gonna skip this one also. All you have to do to beat this mission is cross 2 specific checkpoints. And if you know where they are, you can just walk across them. That's one of them, right along that edge. And then there's another one up at the top over here. And if you pass both of them...
Yes, bonking off every single ledge possible. Gotta love this game.
If you pass both checkpoints, you can beat the level easy. You'd have no reason to sacrifice a blooper.
All right, we've broken 100 blue coins. That is 10 more shines. Okay, Rico Harbor Episode 3, the Cage Shine Sprite. Normally like a platforming stage where you eventually get the rocket nozzle to get in from the top. However, they added a thing where you can like ground pound it to get out, but we can get it from the bottom.
Yeah, they added a gate, so the caged shine sprite is the shine sprite is encaged in a gate structure with a gate, and underneath it, in case you got in there, I think later on there's a blue coin hidden there, and they want you to be able to get back out. So they added a little gate so you can get out if you need to. You can ground pound through it. We can use that to just get into it early by going from the bottom, hitting it from the bottom, and this is what we're gonna get. Easy right here.
Also nice
Easiest
use of
shine in the game.
Beyblade. You say easy, but you have to time that hover very
Oh, it's
well.
not. It's okay. Yeah.
One of the shortest shines in the game.
Sure,
but-
shorter. Yeah. Not necessarily easier. It looks easy. All right, heading to the last secret, I think.
Well, not quite.
Well, besides Gelato 1, but the
Right.
last secret
Of the first half.
before we get to Corona. Yeah.
So this is actually, I like this secret a lot. It's a pretty fun one. Trying to think if there's anything else.
I don't know if there's any blue coins on the way into this secret. Is there?
I don't believe so.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Everything
this
else
is
we
another
pick up on our second
fun way
trip
to
back.
use Beyblade tech here.
Yeah, you can gain a lot of speed by doing that Beyblade we were talking
That is
about.
such a cool strat.
And then sliding off a sloped edge, and then jumping. You get to retain all of your momentum and shoot forward, just like kind of like a momentum spin jump.
This is a very scary jump over here. You can do a variation of it using a triple jump dive, which is a lot more lenient. So that's probably good if you're learning this game. It's another really scary jump. All right, very clean
Nice.
secret.
Definitely have time for more donations if there are any.
Oh, there are so many, as usual. How do I want to pitch this one? So, we're live in Minnesota, correct?
That's true.
Yes, thank you. But GDQ is a very global community, and we are supporting an international aid organization. So I want to shout out some of these donations crossing my feed that aren't necessarily just from America. This first one here is Muscle Pete with $25 saying, "This run is absolutely mesmerizing. Me and my girlfriend are up early to watch this and having a great time. Much love from Norway, SB." And the second one I've got here is Kalu for $10. Hello from Switzerland. I love to eat breakfast while watching SGDQ. One question, which are the differences between GameCube and Wii versions of Super Mario Sunshine?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing to ask. The interesting thing is the Wii is known to be able to play GameCube games. It's backward compatible if you buy the earliest versions. And so the Wii Sunshine never actually got released on the Wii. It was only released as the GameCube disc. So he's playing on a Wii right now with the GameCube disc. And so the game itself is exactly the same. It's just certain things like loading times. Since the Wii is a more powerful hardware, the loading times will be faster. And that's the reason everyone plays on Wii.
Well, now this game is available through 3D All-Stars on the Switch.
Yep, that's the newest release, yeah, and that's a completely different, it's unfortunate. It's a great release, but it's not comparable in terms of speedruns. There's enough differences. There's enough differences that it can't be compared directly. One of the weird glitches about 3D All-Stars is that in Serena Beach, episode 6, when we spray the beach down, since the Switch uses an emulator internally to play the game, an known emulator glitch is with goop, because goop is a very weird mechanic, and so the emulator can think that all the goop is just gone, and then you instantly win. And that is not something that, if you were to get that in a run, one, it's extremely unlikely, and two, it would save you a lot of time. So it would kind of make it unfair for the GameCube and Wii players.
All right, so for episode 6, getting red coins on the bloopers. So all 3 bloopers actually have the same top speed if you hold up, but the green one goes the slowest if you let go of it, so it gives you the best control. It also prevents you from dying if you hit a wall if you don't hold forward. So it's just best to use the green
It's extremely helpful.
in almost any situation, in every situation actually.
It gives you all the benefits of the faster ones with none of the drawbacks.
Right, good red coins. And you do have to go get that blue coin over there. That one...
The one over there.
Yeah, the one up in the air by the edge of the level. That's very out of the way and not near anything that I can use as a reference. But if you miss that, it's a little... it's very weird to back up. Just because turning around with the bloopers difficult. All right, and our last Shadow Mario.
We're gonna do hundreds first.
Oh,
Oh, we're
right,
gonna do hundreds
hundreds.
first. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, hundreds early.
And our
In
first
7.
100 coins mission.
So unfortunately, unlike Mario 64, the game will boot you out of the level after you pick up the 100 coin shines. So you can't like pair it with another one.
Yeah, you can't pair it with reds or anything like that, like you normally do in SM64. But you do have to route in the blue coins, so that still makes the routing for these interesting.
Still
See,
really cool.
honestly, the best part of 120 is these 100 coin missions, because the way to route in blue coins just really cool. And you end up getting most of your blue coins in these in a lot of the levels. Water slime was a little weird there. So hitting the ceiling of the sewer there actually changes Mario's hitbox in a really strange way. And he'll be able to kill the clambers by just touching them.
Yeah, it is such a weird bug. Normally you have to get Yoshi to eat the...
That was so close.
Normally you have to get Yoshi to eat the clamber, but if you use this hitbox glitch, which for some reason is triggered by jumping and hitting your head on the sewer, you can just walk into it.
Also, that one is significantly less annoying. Also, crane speed is...
crane.
Yeah, pretty good crane.
For some reason the crane, the location and everything is normal, but the speed at which it rotates back and forth is different every time you load the level, and it can be really slow or really fast. So that changes what you have to do to get all the coins.
Oh, that was close. Another really annoying enemy in this game is those wind spirits. They are surprisingly very hard to dodge.
And you were mentioning earlier, this is a new piece of movement that Fetch found, I think, right, SB?
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, normally you would just go into the water after getting that blue coin, and then you have to jump back out and then rocket again to get over here. But that's a pretty simple, seemingly straightforward way to save time there that wasn't found until recently.
Scaffolding movement, very scary. Also, rocket... almost rocket rollouts. Very cool tech, where you roll out into a rocket, and it actually like helps you clear like horizontal spaces very quickly.
So yeah, you start charging your rocket, and as this rocket is about to be finished charging, you jump and then dive and roll out. And if the rocket activates right while you're rolling out, another coin in this shine sprite. This is where you get to use the glitch. Easy.
I need this one up.
But yeah, if you...
Oh yeah, fun fact, 1-ups actually restock your water.
Oh yeah, that too. But yeah, so if you... I don't even remember what my train of thought was on now. Oh well.
Sorry.
I think one thing is like I wanted to mention, doesn't sewer glitch affect like how you kick durians or something?
Yeah, it does affect how you kick durians.
Yeah, so if you walk into a durian with that same hitbox glitch, the durian will go flying and it'll be impossible to control it.
Like, luckily you don't need to use, like, kick durians that much, but there are some cases where you need them, like fruit ladies.
So I guess we're finishing up first half here.
Yeah, first
almost.
half, right?
I'd like to point out that SB has half of the non-blue coin shines at the moment, and he almost has half of the 240 blue coins, which is really, really cool. So I think
it quite literally is the first half of the game.
So we're going to beat Shadow Mario here, and then we'll get the Flood, which normally, if you were playing any percent, that would mean Corona is unlocked. You can go beat the game, but what we're going to do is instead just collect the coins in Corona Mountain and then leave to go get more shine sprites.
See, a cool thing about like unlocking Corona is that once you... Oh, that flavor is not a nice place at all. Oh my lord. So yeah, that clamber can be very annoying to get that blue coin. So yeah, now that we've activated the Flood, once you enter Corona Mountain, when you exit it, you end up in the post-game Delfino Plaza.
Even if you don't beat Bowser.
Even if you don't beat Bowser. So you don't have to sit there, you don't have to beat Bowser twice, watch the credits twice. You can just go in and exit and boom, you're in post-game. No more event cutscenes, you unlock the airstrip revisit, you're good to go. Which is very convenient because we also have to go into Corona to get the blue coins anyway, if we want to turn in all of them. So it just works out very nicely.
Yeah, I think a good idea would be to, at the end, when you turn in the blue coins, we could go beat Bowser at the end, and that would be a nice finish.
I second that.
So yeah, Corona Blue is surprisingly difficult to get all these because of the mud boat, which is
Yes, the boat.
another one of those things that is pretty infamous among people who have played this game.
So this portion of the run is actually why SB starts with, the main reason why SB starts with the memory card in. So there's going to be this really interesting sort of feature of the memory card where you can, I hope I'm explaining this properly. You can jump into a blue coin, and if you have the memory card in, you can start a hover.
You can resume a hover out of the text box.
Out of the dialog box.
So for some of these, he'll jump into the blue coin and then hover after the text box. But there's one where you have to hover into because it's just too far away. But then you can use the memory card to keep the hover going. If the memory card's not in, you lose your hover after the text box.
Yeah.
Why that's the case, who knows?
The game works in mysterious ways. But yeah, this is impressive boat handling. If anyone who has played this before knows how awfully difficult this is.
And also, Mark can just go under those blue coins sometimes. It's very annoying to have the boat go backwards.
Yeah, the height that you're at in the boat is inconsistent depending on where you are on the boat, so sometimes you don't get the blue coins.
That's an interesting way of doing that. All right, diving off these pillars. Be a little weird. Memory card time. And
Nice.
you just can't pause in the air at all.
That's just a round of applause. That's a hard level.
But if you end up on that pillar, also another invisible wall to get to Pianta. Really cool stuff.
So now we're in second half. Time to go clean up and get the stuff we missed on the first time around.
Time for some donations while we're at it.
Go for it.
Let's start off with $30 here from Annie Jess 3 saying, here's my donation for $30. That's $10 for each of the 3 durians you managed to kick so beautifully to the goal, and also $10 for each hour it took me to do the same thing you just did in like 3 seconds. My jaw is on the floor, and this run is just blowing my mind, especially with these floating levels. You're demonstrating some wicked mad skill. Get those shines! Ooh, I've also got one I probably should have read earlier. I apologize here, friend Anonymous. This is $500.
Wow.
Did I hear we're already up to 40 shines and 100 blue coins? As promised, here's my $10 per shine so far. How many more will we get?
That reminds me that someone has promised to donate more if you get the sunglasses. So at some point we got to talk to the dude. Once you get 30 shines, there's a Pianta that's hanging out in every level. He's always dressed the same. He's got some sunglasses on. He'll lend you a pair of shades if you have enough shine sprites, which is 30.
He is hanging out here too, but it's nighttime, so he won't give them to you. Also, here's a new variation of the 100 coin route where you clip through the floor with Yoshi, which skips having to walk all the way back with Yoshi. That is a JP exclusive glitch, by the way.
Oh yeah, because they changed how jumping off Yoshi works between the release of Japanese and the release of the North American version.
So yeah, they changed the way Yoshi dismounts, and as you know, once you patch a code, 5 more appear. So the US and PAL versions have infinite flutter.
Yeah, patching that allowed infinite fluttering to exist in the other versions, which is pretty difficult still.
And if you're playing the 3D All-Stars version, it's most similar to, I believe, the PAL version.
Time to eat some bees. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
I barely have enough.
So yeah, a big part of like the 120 shines run is managing Yoshi in other longer categories that don't have blue coins. You can get away with playing a lot of this game without using Yoshi at all. A lot of like the Yoshi required stuff you can skip. But a lot of the blue coins you need in this game either require Yoshi or are much faster with Yoshi. So you have to deal with fruit RNG. Luckily, it's not too bad in a Pianta Village because they're all in the same place. You just have to deal with fruit physics, which all the physics on all the fruit are quite different. Especially banana, because that one does not like to roll around.
Here's the level with the fluff party. Fluffa.
So this is going to show off, I believe we haven't done it yet, which very huge rocket tech called the rocket storage, where you basically force like a dudded rocket, but it actually does store your vertical momentum. And by sidestepping off a ledge, you can gain the use of that vertical momentum. And you can actually store as many rockets as you have available. And you can get a lot of vertical height using that.
Yeah, when you land when you charge a rocket and land as the rocket is about to finish charging, it'll store it instead, which is what you'll see.
In fact, pretty much any animation Mario does will cause the rocket to be stored.
Yeah, like sidestepping also. Yeah.
Like literally anything. Cool momentum spin to get up there. And now for this bird. Very clean bird.
Wow, that was crazy. Those birds can be a huge nuisance.
So rocket storage into a rocket. Scouting out the coin.
And this, the red coin order of this shine was changed a lot because of rocket storage. Because all you have to do is get to have the last coin be this one in the grass, and then you can store a rocket and dive straight to the shine instead of providing a fluff.
I don't like this angle.
Ooh.
Oh my!
Made it.
Good.
That is very scary to go for. I think the toughest part about doing that is getting the angle.
Yeah, it's like it's so far away, so the angle's extremely important. A small change in degree of your angle will make you completely miss.
Right.
Going back to 5 for reds, right?
5 reds. So luckily you can skip a lot of the chucksters because you have the hover nozzle with you. There is still one chuckster you have to take. That could be a little bit scary. But it's a cool level. The red coin secrets in general are pretty cool levels. And honestly, I find some of them harder than the actual secrets themselves. Just because of the movement you have available, it's easy to mess up. So there's an example of spray buffering where you use the spray nozzle to buffer your spin. Actually really cool.
Once you get a hang of a lot of these movement variants, it becomes so much fun to mess around in this game.
And it does take definitely take some time to get that optimized movement. It's a work in progress.
Red coin secrets are so cool to watch.
Yeah. What a 1. That's nice.
Yeah, very good. All right, and the last shine of Pianta Village is the hidden shine where you get up to the top of the tree and spray the sun. Definitely a very easy shine to find.
Yeah. Another one of those, without a guide, how would you ever know to do that? The only hint is that there's a little shine spray displayed on the platform if you go all the way to the top of the tree, but that doesn't mean, why would you look into the sun and spray it? But, apparently that's what you're supposed to figure out.
This is probably a good donation shine.
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty, well here is $25 from Hi, I'm Fluffy saying, Sunshine has amazing tracks, but Dire Dire Docks is the best theme of all time. Anyone out there agree with that one?
Can't disagree.
I would like to see what everyone's favorite songs are from the entire Mario series. If you want to throw in some donations to let me know on that one. Here's $102 from FremD Corporate 1987 that says, seeing all the love here is just amazing. If the world would be an SGDQ, I feel it'd be a better place. Let's go and get the million today. Speaking of, after the shine. Thank you. We are currently at $872,212. We are well on our way to that million. Keep it up. We will definitely get there by the end of the day. I believe in us.
Right. Where are we dropping? Going to box game.
So yeah, box game 1. So the second half route has changed quite a bit. I've even lost track of what's going on with it.
There are some very weird hitboxes here where you can barely break 2 diagonal boxes at the same time.
Such an awful level.
And it is so difficult. If you don't see Mario's shadow under the boxes, then you're not going to get it. And it's really difficult to time it correctly.
All right, on to where?
Jelly skip 2.
Jelly skip
Skip
2.
2. This is one of the harder new tricks. Relatively new. It's a couple years.
So when we originally did sewer coins in the beginning and saved them for later, this is later. But we're gonna chain it into another trick to get another blue coin that normally we would have used Yoshi for. But now we don't need Yoshi anymore.
So one thing to note here is that SB is like constantly like getting off the ground as much as he can, because if the game recognizes that you're out of bounds by checking if you're on the floor for, I believe, how much time is it?
It's like a second or so.
A second. You will die. So
you have to constantly move while
you have
be in
to-
the air specifically.
Yeah, you have to, 1, constantly be in the air, and 2, because he has to get that blue coin that he clipped in to get is in a very specific location. And if you rock it up at any different location, you will just clip out, and then you can't get the coin anymore. So it's a really difficult trick. You have to pretty much fly blind and know exactly where to jump.
Yeah, that's very difficult. So that was very clean.
Yeah, we got to get the sunglasses.
I can do that right now.
Wait, yeah, let's do it right now. Yeah, isn't the dude on the beach?
Yeah, this is the perfect time for it.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh,
It's hard to
talking
talk
hitboxes.
The sunglasses darken the screen.
There we go.
Ooh.
That's a donation get right there.
Mario's looking cool.
All right, so new method of getting into the lily pad secret. No waiting for boats for Yoshi. There's so many different ways to do this now, but this new method doesn't require Yoshi at all.
Nice.
You can just go in there, forehead.
Just get in the pipe.
Easy.
Also, another very infamous shine.
Yeah, if you touch the water, you die.
Death water.
And also, if you go into the pipe at the end thinking that there's something else for you, you will just go back to Delfino Plaza. 'Cause
Who put that there?
They love trolling you like that.
They do a little trolling.
Do a little tomfoolery.
They make it look easy.
Really.
There's a strat where you can get the 7th coin with a jump dive back onto the lily pad. That is so scary looking.
Yeah.
It looks cool, but oh my. So a bunch of other Delfino shines, I believe.
Just the rockets, right?
Just the rockets. See, I think in the past, like a lot of people would do all the Delfino shines in one shot, but I think more recently it's been more common to break them up, just because Delfino shines are like very quick, very stressful. So it's just nice to like get a couple out of the way, come back to them later. Because you have to like go back and get some Delfino shines after other worlds, you can break them up without losing any time.
It also helps you're sort of navigating around the plaza during post-game, because every time you collect a Delfino shine, it'll boot you out to right in front of Bianco.
Yeah,
So
sorry, yeah.
So yeah, it'll help, I think, affect it which levels you choose to visit in what order post-game.
Yeah, yeah.
And you'll notice the Delfino shines are a lot of quick action right now, because after you get a Delfino shine, there's no exiting a level cutscene, and there's no more event cutscene. So right when you get the shine, you're right back in action on another mission.
Saves a lot of time, yeah.
So I think, okay, so we got Lighthouse, Right Bell, and Shine Gate, so I think that's
Bianco.
good. It's Bianco time.
Oh, time to get the coins we missed, or not yet? Is there other 3 Bianco visits or 2?
There's the third.
This is the third revisit, and right now we're going to be looking at Yoshi's Fruit, because that's going to determine the order and what we do the missions in.
Yeah.
There's 4 different missions that you can do in episode 8. That's pineapple, so I believe you're going to probably not do hundreds first.
No.
Yeah. You typically want coconut or banana.
That's one of the reasons in 120, a lot of times people use world splits, split for each world instead of splits for each shine, because sometimes you want to change the order in which you do things based on what orange you eat.
I love that ledge grab there. For some reason, there's just a gap in between those 2 platforms. Those platforms in general are very weird. This level's really cool looking, but also very difficult with the rocket. But it's a good way to show off the rocket tech that you can do.
Rocket tech is always the most impressive.
Okay.
A lot of timing there. And now with those things get in the way. Using a rocket dive into a Y turn.
Rocketing
Just
and
so
Y
many,
turning is so overpowered.
just so many things you can do. They give you so many options, and when you put it all together, it just looks fantastic.
Oh, I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, that's sick too.
Jump off the rope into a rocket.
Oh yeah, shout out to getting this shine is always really awkward from up top there.
Isn't there a soft lock related to like if you pick up the shine like wrong or something?
Yeah, I think it's most commonly from if you try to like do the rope jump where you spin off the rope. I don't actually know how it works. It's really weird, but you'll get stuck in the animation.
Yeah, it soft locks the game, and then you have to pause and exit area.
Can you even pause?
It depends on how you get it soft locked. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. If you're talking about the shine soft lock, yes, it
All right,
depends.
banana. So it's hundreds time
Sure.
if you want.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to, right?
Just following orders.
I usually do it on banana, but I don't like taking the risk of waiting for coconut. You don't have to listen to me.
No, it's fine.
I put the idea in your head.
Commentators dictating the run now. Oh yeah, you can slide with a fruit, which is not normally possible because it uses the same button. So this looks very goofy, this animation.
Nice throw.
Yeah, that was a very good throw.
Get on Yoshi.
Getting on Yoshi fast is something else sometimes. All right, we do have to do the nice walk of shame over here. Ooh, backup coin.
That coin is new, apparently.
Yes. Very cool.
This always looks really scary.
Yeah, because Yoshi can die if Yoshi falls in the water.
All right, who's ready for more bees?
They do be everywhere. You can eat them so fast.
He's hungry.
I guess it doesn't hurt. Apparently, they have stingers, but Yoshi's fine with them. Stomach of steel.
The Uncle Hundreds is one of the cooler missions, especially for 100 coins. The route for it's changed quite a bit. Like, I think it's changed like 3 times fairly recently.
Hopefully these Pokies don't go through the wall. If you did that reference, good on you.
Okay, the Pokies can get stuck in the wall too.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what you're referring to.
No, there's a clip of Chrism doing that a long time ago. Pretty weird.
Yeah, the Pokies can also just get stuck in the wall and just not give you coins and also make a really annoying sound for the rest of the level.
Oh yeah, the sound doesn't go away even if you walk away, right?
Yeah.
Awful.
They sing you their song.
So we need Yoshi for that butterfly. And I believe we're good. I think. Which coins were left?
Oh, both of them.
Because we got 13. So there was 2 left, I'm pretty sure.
So it's the river and the optical.
No, I think we got balcony.
Oh, wait, yeah.
I think we need the river, but I forget the other one.
I thought. I don't.
Why are we all forgetting this?
Oh, it's that one.
So laggy.
It's the tower.
Yeah, anytime you're seeing a lot of things on screen at once and then you start spam spraying, the game will start lagging. So you don't notice it most of the time, but eventually,
I was not supposed to get that there.
if you're in a situation where you're like at the top of Pinna Park or anything where there's a lot of things on screen and then you spam spray, you can
this
make the game
one.
lag.
Might as well just get it now. Since
That's a really awkward one to leave.
Where am I? Oh, over here.
Oh yeah, spraying these Pokies into the wall gives you 3 coins instead of 1, which is kind of vital to completing this.
Also, fun fact, because they drop 3 coins, you can actually spray those Pokies into the wall in the grass pipe secret, and they'll drop yellow coins. They normally don't drop, there's normally no yellow coins in that secret, But if you show up with 99 coins and grab one of those coins, if you're playing on the JP version, you crash the game because they never intended you to get 100 coins in that secret. So it just gets confused. They did fix that in the US and PAL versions.
I was actually going to ask, where does the shine spawn? If you
I think it's just on the lower ledge. I think.
spawn at 0, 0, 0.
Oh, you're gonna do a rocket rollout into this shine.
Ooh.
That was impressive.
Okay.
Rocket rollouts are so cool in almost
Yeah.
any situation. You can make any movement look cooler by adding a rocket rollout.
And also faster.
Yeah.
So now is 6R or?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed you got the bird in 100.
Yeah, I kind of mixed up movement.
Okay.
Not a big
Because a
deal.
lot of those coins got moved to 6 reds with the addition of Rocket 6 reds. A fairly new addition that is very scary.
Very difficult, but it's also really impressive to watch. So. Oh, it's the triple jump.
It's a cool strat. Oops.
Fuck.
So there's a couple coins we're supposed to get now, but we got them 100, so. Okay.
I don't know what's happening. This route is weird now.
Oh yeah, it gets to do this, which is really cool. Also, just
Rocket
rollouts everywhere.
Everywhere.
And now rocket storage to get from this section to another section in the level.
You can skip right over to the other side where the big windmill is without walking all the way around.
Also, look at the sun. And just get to this blue coin right over here.
So I believe the location of these blue coins change underwater depending on the mission you're
Yeah,
in,
which
right?
is one of the best things if you're trying to find blue coins based on a guide, because you think you got it because you checked that spot, but it actually was in a different spot.
Yeah, so I think there's one that moves, one that stays, but I'm not sure on that one.
Got
Right,
fingers
rocket-
crossed for this one.
So you can rocket dive over this gap.
As I
And
say,
you can
rocket
use-
makes everything cooler.
Yeah, and then you can use rocket storage here to skip this cube section. Positioning is very specific here. And now to make some very scary jumps. Okay.
Nice.
Not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, we gotta get
We
to the
gotta
end.
make this jump.
Whoa.
Oof. And there we go. A very, very tough shine.
I wasn't scared.
Well, we were.
You should have been.
And now for 3 reds. Another pretty scary shine.
Something really strange is like you can access both of the secrets from episode 8. I feel like you can't really do that anywhere else.
No,
Like,
this
with
is
any of
really
those
the only
secrets,
level where you can access the secrets after the episode.
It's really like give and take, like when Nintendo decides, oh, we're gonna let you enter the secret in any level, or we're never gonna let you enter the secret unless it's in the correct level. It's really
yeah.
different depending on each stage.
Like Pianta
It
Village,
makes you
can-
wonder why they decided.
The Pianta Village, you can access the, you can do Yoshi skip, but the loading zone isn't there. For the Pinna 6 secret, that loading zone is always there, even on the beach. That section is loaded and has the loading zone in there for some reason.
Even if you never go into the park, it's still there.
Which makes that episode 5 skip possible.
This is another pretty difficult Reds.
Oh my goodness, these dives are nuts.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Oh. yeah.
You can fall right through those cubes. It's so weird.
And okay, and now we can finally do Bianco Hills episode 1.
Hey, it's the first shine or the second shine of the game. Wow. It's about time.
But another cool shine where we're going to be getting a blue coin during times where we normally just be doing nothing.
We probably have more time for donations again.
Yeah, it's not very exciting.
Alrighty, then let's kick it off with $100 here from Mario's Glasses again. Thank you, SB. Things were a bit bright in here before bed. Here's $100 as promised. Shine on! Here is $50 from Emily that says, "Go Banana!" Seriously though, you all rock. Love from this Toronto girl. And $25 here from, let me read this right, He Who Am Are Is Myself. Thank you. Donation get. Greetings from Boston.
Grabbing that blue coin before the cutscene starts because you'll warp back to the middle of this area.
Saves you more time on traveling back.
And there, we did the first level of the game. Not airstrip. All right, where to next?
Pinna Park.
In a park time.
But first, Coconut Lady.
Coconut Lady.
Oh,
So it's pretty cool being able to route like both shines and blue coins into this route. Also, fun use of the turbo nozzle here.
oh yeah, you can turbo and like it looks like you're gonna crash right into a wall, but you just don't.
Yeah, so for some reason in the underground areas, like if you're turboing into walls, you just don't bonk at all.
It's kind of crazy considering how many things you can bonk into.
Except near the sewer caps, I guess.
Well, if you let go of turbo, that's...
Oh, letting go of it, okay. Oh, this is a new way of getting these coconuts down. Getting these coconuts down without having them fall into the water, or at least less often.
Those are a little scary, but there is a fairly decent visual cue.
Mostly okay.
Still pretty good.
Heading our way back to Pinna, right? Here we go.
So we only have to do 3 missions here. Hundreds, 8, and 6 reds. Where shall we go first? Shall we do 6 reds?
It is a mystery until you decide.
So once again, praying for good fruit. What'll it be today, Yoshi?
So do you also use another linked cutscene to see what fruit Yoshi wants, or do you have to look at it?
Yeah, we have to look at it. And it's papaya.
Oh, it's the fast one, fastest one. It's good music.
I like this song so much.
Got those Yoshi drums.
Oh yeah,
Yoshi
the Yoshi
drums also adds to everything.
Uses bongo drums whenever you have Yoshi.
There is a version for Noki Bay too, but it goes unused, I believe.
Yeah, Yoshi is not in Noki Bay. I think it's the only level that Yoshi's not in.
Like doing the math in my head, I think you're right. So a couple pretty crazy jumps there. We have to catch a cycle here. And caught it. A spin jump right there and lead you right to the shine. All right, good 6 reds. Okay, so the next one's either 8 or hundreds. Both are done in episode 8.
8 is notoriously hard.
Yes, the roller coaster balloons.
Let's do some balloons. How about that?
Balloons are fun.
That's what you would think. You have to use the rocket that you used during the Mecha Bowser fight to pop all these balloons. And if you've ever played this, just like a lot of other shines, it is notoriously difficult. The rocket never seems to go the direction you want it to go. But there is tech, and we always love shouting this out, that V-Man 3000 found. If you hold the R trigger analog, which without clicking it, before you decide to click it to then shoot the rocket, it'll go way closer to the direction you actually want it to go in.
But yeah, make no mistake, this mission is still very hard.
That doesn't make it
that.
easy. It makes it easier, but still not easy. So,
Yeah. Oh, sure, yeah.
yeah, so the plan is to beat the game, turn in the blue coins and beat the game before our estimate is up.
All right.
See, that rocket is very finicky. Because some reason on the JP version, the rockets can collide into other rockets and blow up that way.
So there's like 2 rockets like right on top of each other there, right?
Like it's like a double rocket stacked on top of each other, I believe. So if you just grab it by flying through it, you're literally holding 2 rockets and they just crash into each other when you fire it. So you have to spray that one.
All right, sure. So I'll finish up Pinna, and then we can go turn in those blue coins.
Great. So now it's hundreds, right?
Yep.
Probably one of the easier hundreds because the beach has a ton of them. A ton of the coins, I have to specify. And using Yoshi to just spray the ground, it's very easy to get all the coins that way. It can still be very finicky because your spray can just go anywhere.
Yeah, so there are Soren stews, I think, and each of those gives you 5 coins if you eat them with Yoshi, and the beach is littered with coins also, so it's pretty quick.
So fruit is...
It's so hard to see behind the
I didn't see
sunflowers.
them.
120 problems.
It's a lot of spraying the beach. There's 2 blue shines to give blue coins, and there's 2 butterflies for blue coins. And there'll be the 1 basket that was left off from Pinna 2. This is probably a good shine for donations.
Alrighty then, let's kick it off with $100 here from BB010G saying, joining in on matching $10 per shine. Thank you to SB for showing off an amazing game to watch and to the couch for great commentary. Trans rights!
Let's go.
And on that note, knowing that so many people are going to match all of the work you're putting in here, I'm seeing 65 shines currently collected, and what is 166 coins already? We're going into the final stretch here, knowing that we're going to be ending the game soon. We've got a lot of donations that are going to be coming pouring in after that. Can I get some hype for the end of the game and a credits roll coming up here? Let's go, audience. Still time for some donations now that I've gotten that out of the way. Let's get $25 here from Toadette X Mushino saying, Mario's here to have a good time, beating up Bowser and soaking up shines. A challenge we'll see. Shout outs to SB. Let's all chip in our dimes.
All right, pretty solid hundreds, I'd say. Now, going back to this basket, you can use Yoshi to clip into it.
This bongo music does not get old.
Bongos are great. Right, and that is Pinna Park.
All right, so if we're trading in 167 blue coins, we're going to be getting 16 shines at once. So I'm actually kind of curious how the,
I
how
think
the
I get it
audience
to
is going to play
170.
this one out.
Yeah, there's 2 blue coins right on this shine.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting more.
Well,
You just need to route in 1 more, I think.
Yeah, not too bad. I'm just gonna go do this dude over here.
oh, the
That's a
fire
good idea.
pianta? Fire pianta?
Why not, right?
Exactly.
Just running away.
All right, time to trade in.
All right, so 17 shines for this one.
All All right, that's 83.
All right.
Oh, it'll be 84 after Bowser. Technically.
Yeah, you got to shine for B.
I was wondering if the audience was going to clap 17 times for all the shines.
That would be hard
Clap
to count.
17 times as loud.
True.
I'll do fast corona for the fans.
Pretty difficult cycle. Trying to get an early cycle at the end where these spikes are going up and down, and if you go fast enough, you can catch the earlier spike cycle, which is pretty difficult. It's the cycle on this platform right here. You can see it's about to come back up.
Oh, that was close.
That was great.
Relatively easily done.
Fast boat. That is always very scary. Double rocket storage to get right into the loading zone for Bowser.
The water's great. Hey, Junior.
259 pace? Let's go.
I think not. You again? Don't you ever give up?
Great voice acting.
How dare you disturb my family vacation?
Scott Burns Bowser. Let's go.
So the collision here can be a little strange. Ground pounding on these platforms here.
Also, that green goop that's flying in the air can just hit you and send you
Yeah.
flying, sometimes off the stage.
Seems
Also,
good
you can
so
just
far.
bounce off these the wrong way and fly off the stage.
Almost ready for time, though.
Time's on this ground pound here. And that's it.
GG. SB, huge, huge props.
Yeah. This didn't go exactly according to plan, but
We roll with it, though.
you know, stuff happens, so.
Definitely does.
This is so sad.
Rip Flood. The lore.
Mario, was I, assist, Mario, look.
Yeah.
Bowser Jr.
Junior, I've got something difficult to tell you about Princess Peach.
I know she's not really my mama.
Kid's smarter than he looks.
Someday, when I'm bigger, I wanna fight that Mario again.
That's right, boy. Well put, son. The Royal Koopa line is as strong as ever. But for now, let's just rest a while.
Voice acting in Mario games, great. He's awake.
The vacation starts now.
Woo! Thanks so much to everyone here for the opportunity to do this. This was amazing. No matter how much it didn't go as we expected, it was a privilege.
Yes, thank you. Thank you to everybody.
Shout out to everyone in the audience. Shout out to all the donators who played this fun challenge with us. That was super cool to see.
It pulled through with more than we ever would have expected.
Oh, shout outs to the credits theme. This is also a very good song in this game.
Yep.
Where can we find you all?
All at our tags that's on screen right now. I think most of us have the
Yeah.
same tag on Twitter, Twitch, everything.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same everywhere. SB_runs. Yeah.
And any shout outs you'd like to give real quick before we head off?
I don't think so. I think we got through everything. Thanks to all the donators. Thanks to all the staff at this event for pulling through with us. It was amazing.
Yes, and thanks to the Sunshine community for, always being by us.
Yeah.
Yes,
We love you.
you're the best. The end? Question mark?
We'll have a relaxing vacation, though. That's it.
All right.
I can say it so many times, and I'll say it again. There was so much love coming through in the Twitch chat and the live audience here and all of the donations that were coming across my screen. I couldn't possibly get to all of them. I got to a fraction of them. So I'll read you one last one here. This is $20 from Heart of the Stars saying, "It's one thing to see these tricks once, but seeing SB Runs execute this incredible and precise movement twice consistently is a sight to behold and shows why he's a pro at this game. Lots of love to everyone. Sunshine is and will always be my favorite speed game." With that being said, I see we have broken $875,000. And I hope I'm not the only one. Super Mario Sunshine may be very thirsty, a lot of water there. Let's take a water break, stretch break. We'll be back soon, friends. Welcome back, my friends. I hope you had a good water and stretch break. I know I definitely enjoyed getting to stretch after that amazing 3-hour run. First off, here is $840 from Introspective Spy that says $10 for every shine got. As promised, great job, SB. $840. You are an absolute champion for that donation. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who was saying they were going to match in any fashion. That's a lot of money, and we appreciate it. This is $25 here from The True Ginger Ninja that says, had to get this donation in during Sunshine as this is the game that got me into watching speedrunning, which I have been an avid watcher for the last 6 to 7 years. Honestly, lost track as I've been watching too much fast gameplay. And it's amazing to see how far this run has come. You are killing it, SB. Keep it up. Also, hi from north of the border. I've got a $50 donation here from Mario that says, "It's-a me, Mario! Woohoo!" Mario, what are you doing here? You should be enjoying your vacation, my friend. $500 donation here from Anonymous, no message. And with that lovely anonymous donation, yeah, I'm seeing some claps. Let's go, audience. It looks like we're ready to jump into our next interview here from our Banjo-Tooie runner.
Hello, everyone. Hope you have been enjoying SGDQ's 2022 so far. I've been having a blast. Hi, I'm Kungfufruitcup, by the way. And I am joined by Duck, who is getting ready to do his upcoming Banjo-Tooie run. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you doing, Kung Fu?
Oh, good to hear. I'm lovely. This week is,
great.
Oh, it's so good. I'm so happy.
Yep, so far so good. It's been an amazing event.
Yes.
Enjoyed every minute.
Well, you have totally already done your Mario Party run.
Yeah,
right?
It was so good or bad. I don't know what happened, but
yes, definitely.
depending.
It definitely was a run.
It was a speed run that I did.
that you did. Perfect. Okay, but you are getting ready to do this Banjo-Tooie run now.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to talk about it because there have been some really big changes, I hear, since the last time we saw it, which was 2018. So let's just jump in right away. Tell us what to expect now. Like, what are the changes?
Okay, so the major change since 2018 is there was a discovery of something in both Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie called bit clips. And bit clips, it's a way that you can clip through the floor of the game, and you can skip lots of opening of levels and things like that.
Whoa.
And so in the new run, that the changes from 2018, we actually are going to skip opening Witchy World. We're going to skip opening the final boss. And we're actually going to end the game with one Jiggy.
Oh.
The Jiggy that they give you at the beginning of the game.
What?
Yeah. No Jiggy collecting at all.
Okay, how?
Well, I don't want to. I could talk for a really long time about it. It's very complicated, but
yes, like, and explain like I'm 5, maybe, like do like
yeah,
a
sure.
short.
So basically, if you enter a room, you always enter the room the exact same way. So we're gonna basically do a bunch of inputs and movements that are extremely precise and predetermined to get to an extremely precise spot on the pixel. It's like 1 in 100,000 spot on the floor that you can clip through the floor and fly underneath the level entrance.
Oh my god.
And so the setup takes about a minute, a little bit more, and then the actual trick after you've done the setup requires a frame perfect input with no visual cue, audio cue, anything. You just have to get the frame.
Okay, great.
So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is whoever is on the games committee and let this get into the event, it made a huge mistake. And there's a huge chance this goes over estimate and is a complete disaster. But we'll see if it's not. I mean,
no pressure, right?
It would be cool if it wasn't.
Yeah.
So then that would be really nice.
I believe. Okay, all right. I'm going to send you all of my positive energy for this run.
Good, yeah.
But
I need it.
So for something that seems this complicated and like this frame perfect and everything, have you been preparing lately?
Yeah, so when I got to the event, it was actually really important that I met up with the tech crew because for me to do the pixel perfect inputs to get to the end of the setup, I actually have to look at a separate screen that isn't the TV screen because I need to have OBS open or some kind of broadcasting software, and I need to actually put marks on it so that I can see the pixels. It's kind of like if you've ever seen a Super Mario World credits warp, how they'll stand on a certain pixel, but they'll know because the ground has little markings on it in the game. Tui doesn't have any markings or anything. So we actually need to mark up the game feed to know where the pixels are. So you're going to see me when I do the Tui run. I'm going to have a laptop next to me that I'm looking at in order to do the tricks.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. So it's good that you like came early and get everything set up.
Yeah. It was
Oh my gosh.
a bit of a thing to get that all working.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into this. So this is like really a huge difference. This is a huge difference
I
from
think
last time we saw it.
I don't remember exactly how long it took in 2018, but it was over 40 minutes, maybe 44, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
My personal best now is 28 minutes, so it could be as low as 28 minutes, but like I said, it could still be as long as, it could be really long.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
No, I think it's going to be great. Oh, so then with Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, I know that you run a bunch of these games in the series. Like what, I just want to know what drew you to this whole thing in the first place. Like not only to the series, but then to want to speedrun it.
Well, my older brother, his name on Twitch is Danzel Glovington, and when I graduated high school, so a while ago, he showed me speedrunslive.com. I didn't know what Twitch was or anything, but he knew Banjo-Kazooie was my favorite game. It always has been since I was a kid, and he said, oh, there's people speedrunning this. They try to beat the game as fast as possible. So I got onto Speedruns Live, and I was watching to see if anyone was ever playing Banjo-Kazooie. Just click on their stream. And after about a year of watching, I decided I wanted to try it out myself. So
awesome.
I just got really into it. And then, of course, from there, Banjo-Tooie, speedrunning a lot of that as well.
Yeah, and you are now like a banjo veteran, which is amazing.
Yeah, I've been around for a while, playing a lot of banjo.
Awesome to see it again, like you running again at another GDQ. It's going to be fantastic, I believe. And before I let you go, so aside from this, which I assume is like the big stressful parts of this run, what would you say then are your favorite parts of the run? Maybe something less stressful.
Yeah, there's some really fun parts to the run. We obviously have to get to the end as quickly as we can. It's any percent.
Right.
So there's a lot of little easier skips that also look really cool. But I'm going to pretend they're hard anyways because that seems cooler.
Okay.
But yeah, those are fun parts of the run, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and favorite world? Speedrunning or casual?
Well, I'll tell you, in any percent, you're not going to see a lot of worlds. But in Banjo-Tooie, I really like Hailfire Peaks a lot. The icy fire gimmick I've always really enjoyed that.
Yes. Plus the music for that level
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Yeah, controversial opinion, I do think the music in Banjo-Tooie is better than the music in Banjo-Kazooie. Even though it's the same composer, so it
right,
doesn't
of
really
course. There are a few tracks in Tooie that I just adore, like Jolly Roger's Lagoon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so good. I have to sing along every time. Anyway, I want to let you get all set up for your run, so thank you so much for chatting with me. It's going to be great. Please, everybody, cheer him on for this. We get to see some really cool, big changes to this run, and thank you so much for chatting, Doug.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good luck on the run, and take care, everyone.
Alrighty, welcome back from that amazing interview with our upcoming runner here. We still got some time, so I'm going to keep reading these amazing donations like this $10 here from Tyler Nicholas Tippett. What a wonderful name there. Love to donate to a wonderful cause, and I'm always super happy to see GDQ raise awareness towards such awesome charities. Y'all truly are kings, queens, and non-binary beings of the court. Oh boy, and I'm seeing a lot filtering in after the end of that last run with people keeping up with what they said they would. Let's see. $83 here from Hero of the Worlds. Congrats to SB for the unconventional but amazing Sunshine Run. This donation goes to the Blade Wolf DLC because even though I don't know what it is, it's called Blade Wolf. Well, speaking of that Blade Wolf DLC, that is for Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. That run is currently at $6,148 of the $25,000 needed. We still got plenty of time there, but if that's something you'd love to see, because more GDQ is always better, make sure you get those donations in. Next up, $84 here from Niji Dragon that says, shout out to SB Runs for that super fun Sunshine Run. Another $84 here from Fezzo that says, 84 shines. $85 here from Kona Rikan that says, $1 per shine for such an amazing recovery. $74 here from Alonzi that says, submitting the rest of my donation for the 84 shine run. $84 here from Frumpy Bulldog saying, $1 per moon, great run SB. And with that, it looks like we are ready for another segment here. That's more prizes. Take it away, Sent.
I know we were just here, but don't worry because I am Sent, and of course I am here with the runner of our upcoming next run. Duck, how are you doing? Wait a minute. Nope. Nope, that's just a Banjo-Kazooie plush. Don't worry about that, because what I'm actually here with are a bunch of amazing prizes that you can all donate in order to win. Banjo-Tooie is the cutoff for this current prize block, so I'm going to tell you right now, if you have not gotten at least a $100 donation in during this prize block, make sure to do so, because we have some absolutely amazing prizes that you do not want to miss. First off, from our friends over at Fangamer and Rare, we have this lovely Banjo-Kazooie plush set. It's Banjo, it's Kazooie, it's the two of them together, because Kazooie fits in the lovely little Velcro backpack that Banjo has here with the Rareware emblem on the back of it. It's super cool. Lovely plush set. Thank you so much to Fangamer for sending these out to us. From our good friend Pearl Pop, we have an absolutely fantastic Banjo-Kazooie Perler here. This thing is incredible. Again, a melt this clean is frankly just kind of unheard of when it comes to Perlers. It is so well done. You can see the individual pixel blending on this. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much to Pearl Pop for sending it out. It is a $10 minimum donation from now until the end of Banjo-Tooie, so get those donations in if you haven't already. Absolutely fantastic. From Fangamer and Rare, we have a collection of the Banjo-Tooie soundtrack on vinyl. You get 4 different individual vinyl records here, each in their own lovely jackets here with Banjo-Tooie characters on them. You get the set of 4, as well as a little fun booklet that comes with it for a $20 minimum donation. Thank you so much to our friends over at Fangamer for providing that. From Siebes WSB, we have an absolutely incredible hand-stitched portal blanket. You can see it draped over the back of the couch here. It's a full-sized quilt here. This is actually folded over halfway, so it is double the length that it looks like currently. Love in every stitch. As you can see, all of those hearts on the companion cubes. How could you not love it? $25 minimum donation. Make sure to get them in. $25 is also more than the $15 minimum donation you need to be entered for the lovely little metallic Banjo-Kazooie collectibles we have. We have a set of 3. It comes with a jiggy, a honeycomb piece, and a music note, and all of them have the lovely little eye set that you can come to expect on Banjo-Kazooie collectibles. Only $15 for the set of 3 if that's all you're interested in. But again, get a $100 donation in before the end of Banjo-Tooie so that you can be entered to win this amazing Xbox that is next to me right off camera. I'm just going to grab it real quick, because it is a lovely, custom, one-of-a-kind, Tunic-themed Xbox Series X directly from Finji, the publisher of Tunic. It's super cool. They got the artist of the manual in-game to do these scenes on the side of the Xbox here. So they, mimic the art style of the in-game manual that you see in Tunic absolutely perfectly. Scenes depicting you finding the sword on the beach at the start of the game, and of spoilers. Let's just say spoilers. If you didn't see the run, you definitely should. It was super cool. And if you didn't get $100 in today, you definitely need to, because this is an amazing one-of-a-kind piece of art. Thank you so much to our friends at Finji for sending it out to us. That is all the time that I'm going to have right now, but as always, you can head over to gamesdonequick.com. You can check out the tracker, because it's got all the information you need on upcoming speed runs in the marathon. You don't want to miss them. There are so many good ones tonight. I'm looking forward to this Banjo-Tooie run. I know everything has changed massively since the last time we've seen it in GDQ, as well as Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, just because, with a name like Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, how can you not be curious what that run is going to be like? You can check out all of the amazing incentives, like the Kirby Tilt and Tumble upgrade to Warpless incentive that we just met at $10,000, thanks to all of your incredible generosity. And of course, all of the amazing prizes that you can win by donating to Games Done Quick and donating to Médecins Sans Frontières. Thank you so much. Get excited for Duck playing Banjo-Tooie.